Huh?
We're not live yet. I think maybe we are live. Are we live?
I don't know. It should
Oh my
tell
gosh,
you.
I think we're live. Hold on, but there's
Amazing.
no.
Oh, I mean, math.
We're live. I think we are live.
Do
I have
we
it?
would know if we had our own YouTube stream pulled up.
I do. I see it. I see it. I forget that there's a delay on this, which always.
Yeah, there's a. Well, it depends on what latency you have set, right? But.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you've been ranting a lot this week. Can I just drop a really quick micro rant for you?
I love microaggressive.
It's not microaggression. It's just a micro rant. Every time I do a live and I set this up, you know how you have your YouTube window popped up and it says when you're in the stream, but it hasn't started yet, like waiting for the stream to start.
Yeah.
But there's no way to mute the stream when it's waiting to come on. And so if you're actually streaming and trying to monitor your own stream, you have to like really quickly mute it. Otherwise, it like you hear your own self.
Oh,
really
I didn't know that.
And, like, why don't they just give you the audio control before? I guess they can't do that if it's not actually a live feed. I don't know. I've always hated
your guess is as good as mine.
Micro rant.
I'm getting tools ready here. Hi everyone. You'll have to let me know in the chat here if we are live and you can hear us okay. Let me know how the audio is. We hopefully have the audio situation sorted, unlike the last time Pooch and I tried to stream together.
I made him test, guys, like an hour, 2 hours ahead, actually, and
yeah,
we think we actually.
You mean unlike the last time where it was like, yeah, we'll do it right before we stream.
We'll do it 2 minutes like after we were supposed to start the stream.
By the way, I have a. This is my official Prusa upgrade box that I have.
Oh, you have an official upgrade box of.
This is just everything. Anytime that I upgrade anything, it goes in this box. So it's like every possible tool goes in here that I'm gonna need. Anything and everything ends up in this.
Captain Creativity, we are gluttons for punishment, and we love live demos and live because honestly, sometimes the fun is just in the chaos of it, right? But you know,
there's always some
amongst
chaos.
Friends here, we're having some fun, and it's always better to build with a friend. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. No. Exactly. Yeah, but we have an exciting upgrade. So this is my Prusa MK4. We are officially upgrading this to the the MK4S. This is the upgrade kit that we're going to be going through in tonight's little upgrade session. So this is the machine. I bought this. I pre-ordered this when it was announced. This was my first Prusa. I was going to say my first Prusa printer, but I had the Mini before this. And then as soon as they announced the upgrade kit, I pre-ordered that. So this was sent to me. I pre-ordered that. And then, what was this, last fall? I've had it for a few months now. I have a horrible habit. Pooch has been to my studio. He knows I buy stuff to make videos with, and like, it'll just sit there, unfortunately. Like, I have lots of 3D printers in boxes that I've bought.
You like to queue things up well in advance.
I do.
That's it. You're just pre-preparing for the
future. I get very excited about things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would make an amazing video, and I immediately buy it, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, what is this random Amazon box sitting over here? It's something that I bought and completely forgot about for a project.
Some people have impulse buys, like at the the register when they're at the store. For Uncle Jesse, the entire world is an impulse buy. It's all impulse.
It really is. You know what was really bad was, I don't have the box here. Was end of the year in December, like every day or every week, Sideshow Collectibles was giving away a different free collectible figure, which I'm a sucker for, where if you spend a certain amount of money, you got a free figurine. And I didn't find out about it until after some good ones had gone through. So I was buying too many toys for video purposes. I was like, I'll use these for a project somewhere down the line, not just for my own collection of nerdy goodness.
But it's your job. It's your job, so it's easy to justify, you know?
Exactly.
Nice.
How's the, by the way, I'm using the Osmo Pocket 4, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4? No, the Pocket 3.
Pocket 4 hasn't dropped yet, yeah.
Did I just lose?
And it just froze.
Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, did he
This was going perfect for Oh my gosh. I literally had this up and running without issue before. Hold on. Let me try this. Dude, I had this set up and running for hours. Can you hear me at least? You can't hear me. You can't see me. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait. Okay, you locked up. Hold on. Can you hear me? Hold on, hold on. Come back. Okay. I see you.
Can you hear me? I don't know if you
Refresh
can hear
Video
me.
Ninja.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, baby.
Okay. Let's do this.
I can hear you through the YouTube stream, but it's too delayed. Like, what is happening, man? We cursed it.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Refresh your Video Ninja connection.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I'll text you too.
I should be able to hear me. Okay, you can hear me, right? Pooch, can you hear me? Camera hasn't loaded. Osmo Pocket 3. Okay.
We're gonna get it, guys. We're gonna get it, guys.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's just really delayed.
All right. I think it's working. I think. Okay. Hopefully this is okay. Pooch, can you say something?
Okay.
Can you say something, Pooch?
I think you're back.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah. Good? Okay.
One more thing. Unmute you here. Come on, baby.
Is it going to be okay? Yeah?
I think so.
Okay. Can you hear? You can hear me.
I hear you. I see you. I don't know what happened, dude. Like,
I have no idea.
We jinxed it. We were doing
we
so
did
well.
Jinx it. Okay.
You guys are so patient to stay with us in that. Classic. Every time. Every time.
Okay. And it's looking like it's I don't know. Okay. The delay, it's the stream delay. I've got to figure out in my settings how to reduce the stream delay. There's like a solid delay. Okay, I've got at least now. It looks like I can see what it's doing on the stream. So that's good. Okay. I can't touch anything.
Stream gods. Okay, don't touch. You were talking about your camera, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it froze. Like right when you were talking about your.
It did.
Yeah. Oh, it was your camera that froze?
I think it was. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Yeah. Can you say, Pooch? Can you say something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I am.
Can
talking,
you, everybody in the chat, can you hear Pooch as well? Just making sure that that side of the audio's working.
Did we get squared away?
I hope so.
Okay.
Falling upwards. Failing upwards. Oh my gosh. Did I not? Okay, let me not broadcast my mailing address as well on all of this. I haven't even opened up these boxes, by the way. So let's.
Keep locking up.
Is it locked up again? Did it lock up again? It did. What is the deal?
Yeah, it's locked up again.
What is going on?
Like apparently you're still streaming. It's like the connection between the two of us.
What in the world?
Let's just try to.
Hold on. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna
try restarting our connection again one more time.
Yeah. What I can try to do is, if it's the camera, I can't believe this is freezing up. Literally,
I don't think you're doing anything.
We just had this up and running for like an hour and a half, and it was fine. No. Yeah, I think it's my camera. I think it's the camera that's freezing up somehow.
You think it's the camera?
Yeah, I'm not entirely. I'm going to unplug it again and plug it back in. Hold.
Do you have a backup webcam or something?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Pooch? Hey, can you hear me? Oh, I think it's working again. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Okay, is this Pooch? Can you hear me?
Through the YouTube stream, but it's delayed. I don't have an active connection on Video Ninja from you. I need you to.
Okay, I'm gonna reset that then.
Hold on. This third time's a charm. Okay, you're coming back in. Okay. Yes, I can, and I see you.
Okay. All right. I can't guarantee that that's gonna work.
Okay, third time's a charm.
So I did.
Oh,
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring a webcam home. Thumbs up. Sure, why not?
Your mic's dead now.
Is the mic not working? Oh my gosh, the mic. My mic. It's showing that it's working on my end. Can you hear me? Maybe there's a delay in it coming through.
Above Wong Arc.
Audio.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, what a nightmare. It's always the craziest. No,
Okay, we see you now. I think he's trying to figure out his audio.
Can you hear me?
What is happening? One more time.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. Okay.
Okay. It's not showing on the feed though, on the live stream. Oh, it is showing on the live stream.
It's just the delay.
Okay.
It makes it fun for troubleshooting.
Above Wong Art, what's up, my man? I'm hopefully going to be in your area at some point here later this year. We're going to connect up.
I was bummed. I wanted to connect with him at CES.
CES. Pooch, before we get started on this, I am finding a backup to connect to. Hold. I'm trying to find what I did with my USB cable. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm also hearing myself back. Are you through your AirPods again?
No, I just might need to turn my AirPods down so that you don't hear you.
I figured it out. That was me being stupid.
Okay.
I had myself doubled up. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this. We're gonna actually upgrade a printer tonight. I promise.
We will get to the printer upgrade. I promise you that. And then also potentially skip some steps along the way.
Listen, it wouldn't be a Pooch and Jessy stream without our usual
chaos.
You know, shenanigans. Yeah, chaos and shenanigans. But we're there now.
What time is it? I mean, we're only 20 minutes behind at this point.
It's early for me. 15. We're only 15 minutes behind, man. I know.
Hey, 15 is more like a 20 in my mind. Hey, I'm looking for my USB Mac dongle. Thank you, Mac, for making everything so compatibly awesome.
Oh, for your backup camera?
Yeah, I found it. Not the one I was looking for, but I found a dongle. I don't know what happened to my...
says hello. Steve Builds, good to see you, buddy. Hot Tuna. Love your brother, Wicked Tuna.
Oh my goodness.
Man, we got a big crowd tonight. Cookie TM. You guys are
we're gonna party it up this evening, everybody. If assuming the camera doesn't, you know, decide to crap out on us again.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you know.
Yeah.
Webcam.
Your reactions every time you thumbs up. Just keep doing the thumbs up. So funny. Double thumbs up.
Figure 6. No pants for the mannequin yet back at the studio. At this point, it's gone so long without pants, it feels wrong to put pants on the mannequin.
Pants off, dance off with the mannequin.
Okay, I'm unboxing some things. Pooch, I don't need this original Prusa GPIO, do I, for tonight?
No, put that aside. I don't know why they sent you that. That is way too.
Oh no, that was me. By the way, I bought all these things. They did not send me that. I bought that.
I don't know why you bought that.
Can I do like time lapses with that or something like that?
You can. That thing is sick, actually. You can do all kinds of cool stuff where it's like. When
Are you insinuating by the laughter that I'm not a hacker and don't know how to code things?
I'm not insinuating. I'm straight up saying it, guys. Like we all know this. We all know this.
Oh yeah, I forgot I ordered a bunch of filament. I was like, what is this big heavy box? I was like, oh, I forgot that I bought a whole bunch of Prusa Galaxy Purple, which I was excited to print with. And then I bought refill rolls. I've never bought Prusa refill rolls, so I figured I'd try that out. Making sure my address isn't listed there.
Nick, on the Core 1, we are so unbelievably close. It's of course we want it to be as good as possible for everybody, so it's, you know, it's in final lockdown, but it's like it is imminent, and our creators will have them in very, very short order to start showing them off, and they'll start shipping to everybody and all that stuff. So exciting.
I pre-ordered mine. I pre-ordered mine day one, within like the first half an hour of the announcement. So, also, it wouldn't be a live stream without me bleeding. I apparently have cut my knuckle.
This would be amazing. We get 15 minutes in, you bleed out and pass out, and yeah. Well, I guess I'll finish upgrading on.
Okay.
All right. So, you going to tell people what the plan is? Because there are some optional steps.
Yes, the plan is. The plan is we're going to upgrade my Mark IV to the Mark 4S, but I was going over the instructions like a responsible person should. I'm considering the first few steps are not mission critical, so to speak. Sorry, I'm trying to get this box out, which
you
kind of looks weird.
Out. the steps that he's referring to are aesthetic. So there's a new bezel and a new injection molded frame that says, 4S instead of Mark IV on it. So I think what we decided we'll do is we're gonna see how all the critical stuff goes, and then we'll circle back to that step at the end if we're feeling like adding a little polish. But it doesn't affect the upgrade at all. Same thing for the Y-axis. There's some PCCF parts for the belt if you're going to enclose the printer, but you leave yours out in the open and you're only doing like PLA and PETG, you said. So we'll save that for the end as well. So we'll jump in at the most exciting stuff, which is the Extruder, getting the high flow going, the 360 cooling, all that good stuff, right?
All that exciting stuff, yeah.
Now, are you gonna be good and not just swallow all of your Haribo at once again this time?
Well, I mean, it's just a little dime bag. Or, I mean, just a little bag.
Just a little baby bag. Well,
just a baby
it's a
bag.
little upgrade. It's a little upgrade. It's just a little baby bag. Right?
Also, I appreciate this huge baggie for what appears to be just a single sticker inside this baggie.
Now, there's a reason for that.
Well, there is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there is a reason for it.
Okay, all right. I'll save that for later then. Maybe we'll get to it. All right. Hey, if you guys have never done a Prusa installation or upgrade, everything is so well organized and labeled and documented inside of all these little baggies, which is always fantastic to see. Ooh,
right.
what is this?
Do you have the instruction guide pulled up?
It's a frame part
to refer to?
I do. I'm going to jump to the section that we referred to. I'm going to try not to
your camera locked up
get overwhelmed. Did it really? Did it really? Oh my God. Okay.
Yep, you're black. I'm still there. Put the webcam on, dude. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just going to keep prepping parts while he's doing that. It's funny because every time we do this, he wants to try some new piece of gear, and I guess that Pocket 3, there's some DJI fix that needs to happen where the camera just sleeps. So I guess it's, for those wondering, the Osmo Pocket 3 is not a ideal streamer camera.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let me do this. Properties, Osmo Pocket 3. Can you hear me? Pooch, can you hear me? Let's see. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, can you hear me?
Yep. Yep.
You can hear me.
Yep.
But can you see me?
And I can see you and I can hear you.
Man, this angle is everything and more that I was going for. Oof. Hold on.
But if it stays on.
Oh my God.
You don't have a tripod for it, do you?
My audio's not working now. What's that? Oh my gosh, this is a nightmare.
And lost your audio now. Jeez.
All right, this is a mess.
We're never gonna get going.
Okay, let's do this. Audio source. AirPods? Does that work? How does that work?
No. Now I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this. Properties, that's working. That's
I hear you, I see you.
working. I'm bleeding right here.
I'm eager.
Okay. Okay, maybe this will work.
It sounds like
Is this
looks
working?
like it. You hear me? I see you and I hear you. Can you see me and hear me?
I can see you and hear you.
Great.
I don't know why this isn't working though.
What's not working? The YouTube stream?
No, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna have to, hopefully we'll see. Yeah, this is a mess. Okay, you guys can hear us. Okay. Let's boogie on down. I'm gonna have to turn the webcam this way, making sure I'm not showing anything behind me that's not supposed to be seen. Not saying that there's anything in this room that shouldn't be seen or that's coming out in the next handful of weeks or months or years. Okay. All right, so what are we starting with here?
So on the build guide, what I've done is we're fast forwarding to the step 4, which is upgrading the extruder, and that's the really the critical component of it. And I've got a bum HT. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that. It'll come back.
Hold on, Pooch.
So,
give me. You're gonna kill me. 2 seconds. Let me try to set up the instructions on my iPad. Upgrade instructions. Okay. Step forward. Forward? Step 4. Upgrade. Forward. Build tough. Okay. Yeah, I think it stopped. My video stopped working again.
it did?
I think.
I still see you and hear you.
Okay, give me 1 second. I think on the stream, it's not working now. What is going on? Give me 1 second to make sure that it buffers or does whatever it needs to do here for a second. No, it's back. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'm just not seeing it because it looks like it's... Oh, it is. Okay. What the heck happened there? How was I not live? My live wasn't live on my feed. Okay. I found out the problem.
Well, everybody else saw you. Okay.
You know what I was saying? I was like, oh man, there's a big delay. It's because my feed was like 1.5 minutes behind the stream somehow.
Ah.
Okay, I swear.
You just had it rewound on the... Okay.
I swear I know what I'm doing here, everybody.
I believe you.
And by
I'm
know
having
what
a
I'm
good
doing,
time,
I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, so this handbook I don't need right now, right?
No, that handbook you don't need. We're going to use the online, most up-to-date instructions.
Oh, hello. And you provided, or Prusa provided, a 1-to-1 scale cheat sheet. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to print that. Okay. Okay, I've got the Extruder electronic parts upgrade kit in front of me here.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we going to do here? If you have single material printer, continue to the next step. I do have a single material printer, and I'm continuing to the next step. I don't know what tools I need, though. I need these sizes, which I'm very prepared for. You said a 2.5 and a T8 and a T6. And the funkiness. Okay. Highly recommended to protect the bed. I'll take the build plate off. Protect the bed, sure. I'm on step 4. I've already got the filament removed. Remove the love board.
The cover. Yep.
Yep.
There you
I got
go.
that.
You got it. Nice. Check.
Let me mic turn this a little bit alone. Okay. By the way, how's the audio for everybody? Hopefully I'll keep an eye on it here to make sure that the feed and everything's working okay. Move to the right side, the next extruder release. What is this? The release. Remove the right side, the next extruder release, and remove the M310 screw. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. I just eyeballed that and got the correct tool right off the bat.
I'm impressed, guys. I'm really impressed, honestly. Your tool recognition skills are on.
Pooch, I think I might have mentioned this before. Prusa should sell like a color-coded tool set that matches the instructions.
Oh, that's a good idea. Like the Wera, those fancy ones where they have like all the little colors on them. I like that. I like that idea. That's a good piece of feedback. Who agrees?
You know what?
Who agrees in the chat? Who concurs?
I know 5 out of 5. Someone just said hanger. I don't know if that was related to this, but I'll take it. Also, man, loving this angle that I'm at here in the stream. It's my beauty angle.
I like it because you know, people really get up close and personal with you. Feel like they're just right there in the room with you. Right
up there in my stomach, which is great. Which is, you know, that's the look I'm always going for these days. Oh. Yeah. Oh. You know what we're gonna do? Oh no.
What's that?
YouTube error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth feed. Stream. Awesome. Okay.
Is your internet just giving out now? I think everybody's home streaming right now, huh?
Yeah. Okay. That is, I think, is going to be a little bit better. We'll see here in a second.
Yeah. That's a good angle.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm all about it.
Man, you know what's funny is your feed is faster than everyone else's feed.
What do you mean? Because
what I mean is
I'm time traveling.
Yeah. Okay, I lost the Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Folks, I need help. Serious help. What's happening? Did we see anything we weren't supposed to see? I don't know. I keep double checking. I think I moved everything out of this room that you weren't supposed to see, but I'm paranoid that I didn't. So I didn't exactly go over that super well.
As long as you don't see the small Oompa Loompas that he uses to do his work for him.
You know, one thing I do love is breaking embargoes. So
it's fine. Everybody does it.
I know. You know?
Yeah, I do know.
I'm literally like double jumping, triple. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Remove.
I'm gonna keep you on task. Yeah.
The two M30. What the what? Okay, I gotta remove these 2 springs.
Yep. Take the screws that hold those springs off. Those are the tensioner springs. So you're gonna remove those.
Yeah, that's not the right size. That's a no for me, dog.
That's a no. A no.
What was the?
I think I've gotten.
What was the size? T. What?
A 2.5 millimeter or something. I think. I feel like I know it by feel these days. I'm like M3 socket heads are this one. But that doesn't help you because you have a different tool set.
You know, I use the abilities and the gifts that I am working with. Thank you.
Yeah, that you were given. That's smart.
I don't think that's a real port, man. I don't think that's a real entry. There we go. I'm like, I don't have anything that fits that.
Now he's questioning the screw. Yeah, it's a non-standard size.
Do not discard. Wait, hold on. Remove the two M3 screws with the spring. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm supposed to fully take these out and lose them.
No, don't lose them.
They come with all the replacement parts, right?
It'd be better if you didn't.
Okay. I need to. You know what I should have brought over was one of those little magnetic things.
I'm using my handy dandy Steve Builds screw holder sorter tray that I love having on stream. I highly recommend these prints.
What hold on, let me see. I'm like, what what?
So these little hex trays for holding
nice.
screws and stuff. This is Steve Builds design. And
that's an excellent idea.
I use them all the time, and they're one of my favorite practical print. I was saying on Twitter, people ask me like, what do I print that I love and get use out of all the time? That is a great example of that.
Hi everybody. If you're just joining, we are in the process of upgrading my Mark IV to the Mark 4S. If you didn't already know. Sorry, am I supposed to remove these things from this as well? Release the two M3 nuts and use the T8 Torx key. Remove the M320 RT screws from the idler swivel. What the fudge?
Okay, this is why I'm here, man. It's all good. So you're gonna want something. So you see those lock nuts that are on the back side of there. You're gonna want some needle nose pliers, or if your fingers are really strong, you can pinch them and remove them. But that.
I got this. I got this little Torx wrench tool. Yep. I'm glad you knew my technical term there.
Yeah.
So I got to fully take those out.
Yep, we're gonna take them out. Basically, what we're doing is you'll see there's new parts that are printed in polycarbonate, carbon fiber, that we're just replacing these with, and the reason being that it's just more robust as like heat and stuff is introduced to this, that it doesn't allow it to stretch over time. So it'll help your extruder last longer.
Nice. Also, let the team know there. I like the little visual diagram with the little the visual speed lines or whatever those are on the diagram for remove. No, it's like the little black lines jutting off from the sides to accentuate the diagram.
That is nice to add some definition to what you're seeing, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so take that off and take this and do that. All right. There is a step that's going to re-explain all of this, right? Because I'm not going to remember what goes where.
Yeah. We're going to start putting it all back together here momentarily.
Okay. Assembling the idle swivel parts preparation. I need to find a baggie that has those, I'm assuming.
Yep. That will be your extruder bag 1 of 2.
Extruder bag 1 of 2. Here we go. I'm assuming I'm going to need 2 of 2 at some point here soon. I'll move that over there.
We do use all of the parts at some point, yes.
Okay. All right, so I need this elbow, and this one with the holes. Cool. Nice.
Hot Tuna wants to know if you're going to upgrade the Mark 4S to the Core 1. We got to get to the Mark 4S first.
You know, that did cross my mind. I saw someone comment in the chat that I like to take the most painful upgrade process possible, or the most expensive upgrade process possible. Yeah, somewhat.
So you don't have to. That's right.
Yeah, but I have the Core 1 pre-ordered, so once I get mine, assuming everything, and I'm sure it will, run really well, I have already been considering doing that exact that exact thing with this, but maybe not. You know, I might wait a little while. Enjoy this.
We're gonna
so
walk before we run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need the. What is this? Purple. You removed these earlier. You removed these earlier. Okay, and then I need some newer parts. Okay. What am I looking for? M3N nut. M3NN nut. M3NN nut. M3NN nut. M3. Here's the M3NN nut. Okay, and then the spring. Oh, I removed that earlier. Okay, cool.
So you should be able to reuse the pieces that you took apart to put together the same exact thing. So I don't think we have to grab any new fasteners just yet.
Is there any difference between these two plastic parts? Are they identical?
They're identical. So as long as you're not, you set aside the old PETG ones that came with the original, then the new ones are identical and symmetrical. So you can use either on either side.
Great. Okay. And I've got this through this. Slide the spacer onto the screw. Hopefully, by the way, is my audio still? Audio still going. Me. Video is still going as well.
We're paranoid now. We've been burned, guys. We've been burned in the past.
Hold on, I'm doing this real quick. Nope, that's not working. Okay.
Just tell them, guys, don't touch it. Just don't mess with it. just don't.
What's driving me crazy is it's like the. My audio's working. The audio's coming from the Osmo Pocket 3. But the Osmo Pocket 3 video feed isn't working. That's what keeps dying.
Right. Right. So
ipso facto.
So who cares? Leave it alone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it alone.
Is it making it hard for you to hear? I think you really should leave it alone.
But I appreciate you all hanging in here while we assemble this and fumble through my camera setup. That we actually went on hours in advance to prep and test this. And I was like, hey, I need to make sure that this stays connected for longer than 20 minutes. I left it up for an hour and a half connected video feed.
Yep.
No issues whatsoever. Get on this.
Maybe that's why.
Nope.
That's why you wore it out.
I know. Okay, so now I've got to put the other part on and then nut it up, right?
That's exactly how I would say that.
Tighten that nut. Tighten that nut. Just lightly. Okay. Until it rotates freely. The spacer must rotate freely. All right, so I'm not really tightening this at all.
You're okay. So the spacer, that little piece in there, still needs to be able to spin, but you want the plastic pieces to feel firmly sandwiched together, and you want to still be able to move the lever up and down.
I'm sandwiching together. Okay, yeah, I got it. It's firm, and that thing's still spinning in the middle. The spinner in the middle.
That's all we need.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm going to tighten this further, I'm assuming, right?
No, we're gonna mount it eventually onto there, but we're gonna set that aside for right now.
Okay. Well, no, I got to go to the next step 8. Is I'm putting in the little smaller.
I'm sorry. You haven't done the other Jimmer Jam yet. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. We're on it. That's
Jam. Hi everyone. By the way, just to give you an advanced preview, I should have a video going up tomorrow morning on a new printer. Woohoo!
Ooh. That's exciting.
If you people will probably be able to guess what it is, but if they're paying attention,
it's the
I can confirm
the Massivit, the new printer by Massivit that takes up an entire room. That that you had to buy an entire house for.
Let's not spoil it.
Oh, my bad.
Actually, you know what's really cool is I would love to. Have you seen it in person? As Joel has that.
The Mamaki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that thing looks really friggin' cool. Some of the prints, like.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've seen the what is it? The multi. It's not multicolor. It's like the painted prints. Whatever you. I can't remember what the term is.
Yeah, no, it's
and they didn't look that cool.
Yeah, no,
but
this
his
looks really cool.
Look awesome. They look really good. Do not over tighten the nut. Must be able to possible to move the idler, swivel the nut. Keep idler to the side for now. Okay, gotcha. We're good.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry. What was I supposed to do? There was like a step. Where was the new nut that I was supposed to use?
No, you in that thing you were reusing all the nuts from before.
Yeah, but it says in step 6, it says you got to use the M3NN nuts. Right? Where am I using those for?
M3, I'm looking at your step 6 here.
Step 6.
M3NN. Oh, it wants to use the new one. So on the second image, blue ones, they're just nylocks. They're the same thing. I wonder if, you know what? I wonder if they used a high temp nylock. So that let's go with the instructions. So there is a package that says M3NN. There's 3 pieces in it. One will be a spare. So
should I swap those out with this? Like
let's swap them out. Let's just go with the instruction.
It says are reused, not from the new bag. Okay. There's multiple comments in here saying Okay, hello, they look the same, but they are made from PCCF, which are more durable and heat resilient.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it means they're less likely to loosen. So the nylock, the whole idea is there's a little piece of plastic inside of there that keeps the the nut from backing out. So my assumption is they're providing new ones so that it's more temperature resistant. Whether this is going to matter for you, I don't know, but
you know what they say.
Seems like
you do it twice. You do it twice, and you're always in the wrong.
They do say that.
I don't know if that was.
It's exactly the saying. I'm gonna go by the book.
So I'm undoing these parts.
That's what Joe Prusa wants us to do. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I say.
All right, Joey Prusa.
Joey P.
Okay, I'm swapping these over. Here's the problem. I'm like hunching over my desk here.
Your ergonomics are terrible.
It really is.
Your chiropractor is just like seeing dollar signs right now.
My buddy's wife is a chiropractor, and she's like TikTok famous, and was like, "Hey, when are we making some?" Yeah, she's like, "When are we making some TikTok videos together?" She's like, "I want you to come in and like." She's gonna put the microphone on my back so that you hear every adjustment.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think I would enjoy it, but I need to lose like 100 pounds before I go in.
Before you're going in and being shirtless on a TikTok?
Yeah. I don't even know if that would be shirtless, but it would need to be, uncomfortably laying down.
Okay.
On a TikTok.
That's fair. I'll bet she was happy that the TikTok ban was short-lived.
Yeah. I mean, we all were.
Sure.
All of us that are addicted to doom scrolling. How did I do that on this thing? It's like the nut is smaller. This is free spinning now.
The nut's not smaller. They should be the same size. They're M3. You might have used the other wrench or the other side because there's different size holes. Do you have more than one of those tools?
Yeah, no. There's nothing you can say to,
prove otherwise?
There's nothing, prove it, yeah. Okay, let's see. So it's not. It's just the nut is. We're not even sure. We're not sure. We're replacing them just because the instructions say it is to replace them.
There seems to be debate in the comments that say you don't need to and all this stuff. We are going by the book and replacing them though.
It's only going to take a second here for me to screw it up. Did I screw this up?
That is true.
Oh, no, it just folded in on itself. That's all. I was like, what happened to that little part, the little nubby part that I had to screw together? Okay, let's do this. Here's what was funny. I was like, Prusa, we're going to do this in like 2 hours.
Everybody, it's so funny. There was commentary on Twitter earlier. That was like, "Well, that's not going to take any time at long." And I'm like, have you seen our screen? I mean, it's going to take as long as humanly possible.
Whatever the estimates are, like triple it.
Yeah. But you know what? I'll tell you this: nobody has more fun than we do. I defy anybody to
that
have
is true.
More fun.
Okay. I gotta do. I'm on a step. Oh. Is the, what was that? Oh yeah, old screws, new nuts. Everything's good here. I keep going back and checking things because I'm super paranoid at this point. All right, so note there is safety latches on each of the connectors, which must be pushed in order to remove the connector. I gotcha.
That is right.
Am I removing all of the cables?
So I read through it, and it wants us to remove, the small ones on the side.
What about the black one on the very, very top?
So the black one on the very top, that's the heater cartridge. You're definitely taking that off. You're going to take off the extruder, the very top, the 4-pin for the extruder motor. You're going to take off the thermistor, which is the top left, and the fan. The print fan, which is the one right under the thermistor on the second from the top on the left. And that should free everything that we need. And you're going to pull off the hot end.
What about, sorry, what about there's one larger one. I'm still leaving that plugged in, right?
Yeah, the larger one you're going to leave plugged in.
Okay. And then I need to do this thingamabobber on the very top, right? Yep, I see that. I'm doing exactly what the instructions said not to do, by the way, which is just looking at the pictures. It said, specifically, Uncle Jesse, do not just look at the pictures, make sure to read as well.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to start specifically calling you out in these build guides, honestly.
Well, I mean, I did manage to break this spool holder on this, as we were talking about.
It's like a bull in a china shop, dude.
I mean, I don't know. What? I know I was supposed to baby things, you know? These
breaking
machines.
Glass, breaking, yeah.
I still need to get some stickers, shattered glass stickers made for some of my machines.
Like, beware of flying glass.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that I never made it to, I wasn't able to make it to Form Next since I had to go to see Taylor Swift.
You know what? I didn't get to go either, and I had a great time watching them troll you with their Uncle Jesse door on the Core 1.
I saw that.
So good.
I enjoyed it. Okay, pull the print fan assembly from the next extruder. Okay. Remove all the disconnected cables in the channel. Holy moly. Whoa, okay. That came right out.
What did?
The fan.
Ah, yeah. And that's a big part of what we're replacing on this. So guys, we're gonna be putting the 10th. I think it's a 10,000 RPM blower. I mean, this is a beefy tostada. The part cooling fan that we are replacing for the S is a really, really powerful fan.
I mean, what I'm really excited about is the. I've seen some of the overhangs that people are doing with that new fan. Hey, by the way, sorry. There's this. I'm trying to pull some of these cables out from the channel on the side.
Yeah.
I just don't want to break any of these.
Yeah, just go slow.
It's stuck in there. We need some background music, you know, that I can get copyright stricken over.
I was gonna say, don't do anything to the stream right now that could potentially, you know.
Okay.
You stay away. You stay away from that computer.
I think I found the issue. Someone, I'm not saying who, didn't unplug all of the cables. Oh no. Okay, hold on. This just isn't, okay, there we go. I just had to tug it a little bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. I freed all of the cables.
Excellent.
Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, the overhangs on this with that new fan just look insane. Do you know, have the profiles been updated to accommodate that as well? Like, will it provide...
Yeah.
Like is it like the default support overhang adjusted type thing?
There is a distinct profile in Prusa Slicer for the 4S versus the 4.
Nice.
And it's got more aggressive, well,
everything.
it has much different settings, or it has different settings for the cooling and the speeds, because you're using a high flow nozzle now. You're using a much more powerful part fan with 360 cooling. So yeah, there's a totally different profile for it.
Okay, I did that. And then loosen both thumb screws. Pull out the hot end assembly from the extruder. Oh, let's just turn. Okay. Oh, okay. That was why you need the towel on the bed.
That's why you protect the bed. I was gonna say, you're probably better off just leaving the plate on there, because I would rather you damage a build plate than the actual PCB there. But
man, I should probably try to clean this every once in a while.
Oh wow, yeah, that's nice and goobered, huh?
Yeah.
This is why I always advocate for a sock. I am team silicone sock. I know a lot of people are not, but I am one of them.
Ew. Okay, there's like hair or something on here. Some animal fur.
What kind of animals you got roaming around down there, huh?
Werewolves.
Werewolf. They're wolf. They're castle.
The wolf man has nards. Did you ever see?
Was that Teen Wolf?
No, it's not Teen Wolf. What is that? Not Monster Mash. What is that movie? Does anybody know in the chat what I'm talking about? Where it's like,
Can you say nards?
Nards, yeah, you can say nards, right? It's like,
sure,
is it Corey Haim? Is it Corey Haim, isn't it? It's got to be from the 80s.
We need somebody that knows their deep cut.
Monster Squad. Yes, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that since I was probably a teen, like an early teens. I am gonna have to like find out where I can stream that, and then maybe have my oldest watch that with me. That would be a lot. Maybe I need to rewatch it myself. I don't remember. Some of those movies from the 80s.
Yeah. It was a different time, man. It was a different time.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, we can't watch this.
Well, not just that, but it's like, it doesn't hold up in the same, like, I've shown my son like a couple movies that I remember like really enjoying, and he'd be like, this movie is terrible. You know, it's just like, they have no patience for crap CG and all kinds of stuff.
And then Luxury trash. Yeah, funny enough, I look a lot more like an Uncle Joey than an Uncle Jesse. That's very much true.
You said it. You said it, not me.
I know.
Yeah, that's good.
Remove the extruder assembly from the camera. When loosening the extruder, hold it with your hands to prevent it from falling. There is literally
they're literally calling you out, dude. It's hilarious.
There is literally like huge red text on the instruction guide.
It just needs to say Uncle Jesse. Like, that would be amazing.
Well, you know what it needs to do is on the screenshot, like on the thumb, like on the image, it needs to say that is what it needs to do.
You know how they have like the animated iconic Joe? They need like an iconic Uncle Jesse face next to all the warnings. That would be fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa,
just dropped my ear pod. I lost a screw, by the way.
Which one was it? Doing a dynamic wardrobe change.
Oh no, I didn't take it out.
Referring to the blueprint.
I did not take it out. I'm in step 12.
Okay. Hey, you're doing great, by the way. Every time we stream, you get better and better, and I'm proud of you. I told you this ahead of the stream.
Oh, hello. Just took the whole thing off.
Mm-hmm. That's fine, because we're rebuilding it. That is absolutely necessary.
That's pretty cool.
We're going to upgrade this cover. This is now injection molded. It has the S on it. Mark IV.
S. Remove the thumb screw. I got to completely remove these screws, the thumb screws.
I'm not sure why. It does say that.
I'm going to partially, maybe it just means like take it out a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, we reused that, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just for better clarity for people as things go back together. I'm not sure why you would actually take those entirely out, but again, I think they're trying to be safe so that when people are trying to put the new stuff back in, it's less likely to be a problem for them.
There's two types of gearboxes. The older design with 4 screws, the newer design with 3 screws.
Yeah, what do you have? I have a 3 screw.
I have a 3 screw.
Okay, so we're on newer design. Okay.
Is there a skip ahead, or just need to do that in step 14?
So let's see. So we've got gearbox versions. If we lose any part, okay. So you do want to be careful with this gearbox. Make sure that the washer that was on there doesn't come off. Mine is still on the. It's still on the stepper motor. So there's like a little spacer washer that might stick to the orbital gear, or it might still be on there. It's just a silver washer. They do make mention of that. I want to make sure you don't lose that.
Okay, hold on. Once I get to I'm removing these 3 screws momentarily. Okay. And then this is exciting for everybody to watch, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, they knew what they were getting
into. Was Fred Savage in the movie? Goonies was Corey Haim.
Isn't he directing?
Corey Haim was definitely in Lost Boys. Was Corey Haim not in Monster Squad? Oh my gosh, they're maggots, Michael. I need to rewatch Lost Boys. I haven't seen that also in forever. Pooch, you've seen that, right? Vampire movie? Lost Boys, Kiefer Sutherland?
I don't know.
Good Lord. Good Lord. You haven't seen that?
You know what?
You remember there was like a guy, I think he was like, he played a saxophone. He was like a sexy saxophone player.
Sexy. Well, you're really selling this movie. Clearly, I need to go check it out.
Leather chaps or something like that. Like a weird...
That sounds incredible.
Transylvania Turf, thank you for the donation there, the tenor. Evening, gentlemen. Hello, Repkord.
Good evening, Transylvania Turf Co.
Hey, what am I doing wrong here? I can't get this top right corner bolt out. It's just freely spinning.
Are you able to just poke it through from the other side? So you didn't is the stepper still? The stepper is with the assembly you're holding, right? You have the stepper motor in there.
Yeah.
I can see it. Okay, good. So it's just freewheeling. So you should be able to slowly wiggle the front cover off to like separate the stepper motor from it very gently.
Yep.
Fred Savage was in Little Monsters, according to Abby.
Yeah, Fred Savage was in Little Monsters. Yeah. Who else? Who was the guy in Little Monsters that was the monster? Am I thinking of Little Monsters? He had like horns
you, Abby,
or something like that?
Setting the record straight here. Interesting. Okay, so
I'm almost positive Corey Haim was in. I forgot the name of the movie already. Hey, Gino, we are upgrading my Prusa MK4. Prusa released last year a MK4 to MK4S upgrade that allows it to print faster and do some really extreme overhangs when you're 3D printing, just all around better. And I picked that up last fall when it was made available. The kit was made available. And we are now just getting to installing it.
We're also talking about old movie trivia. Howie Mandel is the answer, apparently, you were looking for. Steve Builds.
I must be thinking of a different movie.
Probably.
Like, I feel like the one that I was thinking of, the guy was kind of wrong. Was that Howie Mandel? He looked like a monster. He, like, had horns, and he was, I feel like he was more like a teenager or early 20s.
I only know Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Howie Mandel.
Oh my gosh, this does not want to come out. Okay, I'm slowly separating it and pulling it. Can I just pull this out, or is it? Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what you were saying was I need to be very careful not to take everything out of this, right?
When you take the stepper off, there's a bunch of tiny little parts that you very much don't want to lose or damage.
Yep.
The most important one is that there's a small washer that will probably stay on the stepper motor.
Uh-oh, I just separated everything. Hold on. Shit.
It's okay.
Shoot.
It's okay. We're gonna rebuild it. This is like the closest thing you get in 3D printing to rebuilding a transmission, probably. Which sounds intimidating, but it's really nothing like that.
I think I did exactly what I did not want to do.
What's that? I mean, that's on brand.
I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna keep going.
All right.
Hold on. If you have a newer type of gearbox using the Torx T6 key, remove the what the world? How do I remove that out of here?
What step are you on?
Step 14, I gotta stick something in that hole and remove that bolt.
Yeah, so there's a, honestly, mine's loose enough where I can actually remove it by hand. So you have the long post sticking out of the stepper?
Yeah, I just pulled it out.
There you go, good. Yeah, it should, those little parts should
So it's okay that I've just taken this all apart.
Well, yeah, because
just don't take this apart.
It. Leave the orbital gears intact if you can, and then verify for me real quick if that washer that I was talking about is still on the stepper motor. Like if you put your fingernail on the black part of the flat part of the stepper, like is there a washer that's back there? It should be a very thin spacer. It's not even a washer.
Is it that thing that is like right here?
What do you got? Yours is a little different. You've got an interesting...
Oh, that looks like it's separated. Okay. I've got a little washer separate. Okay.
Yeah, so don't lose that. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you have that accounted for and you know where it is.
Okay.
I believe it's going to go right back on there, but let's do the idler rebuild that is in 15. I think. Are you ready for 15?
By the way, the image that they used, why does it look like there's like a Nintendo 64 controller joystick where it's like crack built up all inside of the gears?
It does look like that, yeah.
Okay, slowly and carefully remove the idler from the next. All right, so I've removed the idler.
Yeah. And we're going to
And
rebuild
then-
that idler. You should have in the same bag that we had the swivel
Yes.
parts. You should have 2 of those like long arm things. We're going to rebuild.
Transylvania Tango. Howie was the monster. Howie was the monster under Fred's bed in Little Monsters.
He was.
Oh, and he was blue with horns. Wow. Thank you. And thanks for clarifying.
Now they're movie trivia, dude.
That was Howie Mandel. Wow. I did not. It must have been a young. For some reason, I feel like that was not Howie Mandel. Something completely different. That's impressive.
Let's see. Yes, there is an alignment tool for the gears, and it comes with it, Abby. It's just a little printed thing, and it's just to make sure that these tiny little teeth on the orbital gears are in the replacement. We're not there yet, but we'll talk about it when we get there.
How do I just step 15, the green arrow, just untorque that out, or
yeah, you're
just
gonna
unscrew that out?
Just unscrew that. And just keep track of what you're doing, because you're gonna just put the other one exactly back together the way you take this one apart. You're just replacing the printed parts with the PCCF, the high temperature resistant parts on this.
Right. Perfect. Okay. And then
for anybody watching
now
at home,
I should be able to take it apart.
Here, we're working on this part right here on the blueprint.
Ooh. Release the remove the idler top part from the. That was great.
Don't drop it. There are tiny parts.
That was great. How many bearings are there?
Okay, there's 2 bearings and there's 2 shafts that hold the bearings. So make sure you still have all those.
Yes, I have the shaft, 2 shafts, and 2 bearings.
Okay, put it down on the table where it can't fall far. And then there's a little metal tube piece.
Yes, I see the tube.
Okay, so that's.
Am I removing all of those?
Yeah, so you're taking all of those out. You're very gently putting them down somewhere. They're not going to fall far. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to get those newly printed parts, and then you're going to put this right back together the way it was.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. We got this. I am doing my best here to not lose anything. Okay, I need to get one of those. I need to print one of those trays like you have is what I need to do. Okay, There we go. All right, so I'm taking that out, and then we're going to rebuild everything.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
New part, you remove this, you remove this, you remove this. Tubular spacer, you remove this. Okay, now I'm going to take this, and we're going to Lego build this back up. Oh, my Lord. Okay. We got it. Look at this, Mom. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Mom.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. We got miles to go before we sleep. Not that far, actually.
Hold on. Do I
put that down?
close?
Stop holding it up in the air. Put it on the desk, and then close it, and put the screw back in, and then you can hold it up and show it off to everybody.
I'm not trying to show it off. I'm just trying to hold it. I'm a holder.
You are a holder.
All right, so I'm going to stick this in the yellow. Yeah, do not over tighten the screw. Okay, well.
Yeah, the screw should basically be flush with the end once it's in there. They just don't want you to strip it because it's basically tapping into the piece.
From the same side, push the tubular spacer into the assembly. The bottom of the tubular spacer must be flush with the bottom of the idler. Okay.
Yeah, so if you just lay it down on the desk and push it, it shouldn't be hard to push in, and then just let it fall down until it hits the desk, and that's where you need it. So you should see your 2 bearings. Your bearings should be able to spin. You'll see the bearings should be clean. You see how there's a groove in the center of those bearings? That's important. That helps guide the filament.
Yep.
So make sure there's no detritus in there.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. Detritus?
Schmutz.
Yep. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So here's the part. I've got it assembled. Okay, I've got the part cover, and then I've got the 3 bolts that I removed previously.
Yes, Abby, you're absolutely right. Some of these steps are just swapping out old printed parts for the same ones in the polycarbonate because they're more heat sensitive and they'll just last longer. So it's a preventive maintenance step, basically.
Okay, following steps, please prepare the case, the new part you removed earlier, the socket set screw.
Yep, we got
Use
that.
either
That's
the one you removed. Yeah, did I remove that? Yes, I got that here. I don't know. Sure.
What step are you reading right now?
You know what? I'm going to use this diagram because I couldn't remember which of these screws it was. So it's the M325 screw. So is this it? That is not it. Is it this one? M325, bingo bongo. Okay. All right, I'm gonna step 19, install the idler. Idlers of March.
Beware the idlers of March. Very good.
Okay, so hold on. I need to do some reassemble. I need to, where's the step that, hey, for the dumbass that disassembled theirs, how do I put this thing back together again?
Yeah, the same way that we took it apart. So it's gonna show us that in step 19.
No. No. I've got separate parts here. I've got that washer. I've got this other part. I've got this other printed part. Remember, you were like, "Hey, don't lose that washer."
Yeah, don't.
Oh, shit.
So the washer's gonna go back onto the stepper. Hold on. Let's see here.
Hold on. Oh, the washer ended up all the way over here. Okay.
Start the idler assembly between the PG ring and the extruder motor. There's a cutout spacer for the main plate. Carefully remove the M325 screws.
So does this?
You're right. It does feel like they glossed over some stuff here, doesn't it? Let's see. We upgraded the extruder idler. We did that.
So, because I've got this, I've got the.
Okay, I see what it is. We shouldn't have taken the whole thing completely apart. That's.
Well, that was my fault because I.
That's fine. That's fine though. That's fine. So we're gonna put. So let's. You're gonna start with your stepper, right? I'm with you because I have the same thing going on here. You're gonna put that.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch to your. I'm gonna switch.
There.
Give me a second. I'm gonna switch to your, on my computer so I can see you better. Okay, sorry. Yep.
Okay.
So I've got this.
Start with your stepper. Yep. We're gonna lay it down. You're gonna make sure that spacer, that thin washer, is.
Yep.
On.
All
there.
the way in there.
Okay.
Yep, I did that.
Good. Great.
I've got a screw. By the way, I've got that mounting screw that we had in the bottom left corner. Is still there. I never took that out.
That's fine. You can leave that. So that should stay in the bottom left, and we're gonna reuse that. And I'm gonna put mine back in there so I match what you're doing. So we were just a little bit overzealous with the disassembly, or we just weren't careful enough when we were taking it apart.
Oh, here we go. So I've got the printed the black printed piece I see goes over that it mounts in there. Can you see my screen? My camera. Is it goes like this?
Yeah, I believe you want to have the load cell first, no? And don't we have a new printed part for that as well?
Oh,
maybe they gave us an extra one. I think there's.
Oh, they did.
I have
there is a new
one.
printed part for this.
Yep.
Or maybe they give you another one. No, it's the same thing, but I'm gonna use the new one.
So mine's a little bit very differently. Like there's a triangle on mine here instead of like 2 square dots. So I'm gonna use the latest that they gave me here.
Yep, and then just to clarify, my triangle is sitting on the left. Like if I'm looking down at it with the metal thing on the bottom corner, the triangle is on my left side. Oh, you can't see it on my camera.
I think. Hold on a second, because I think the guide path. I just want to make sure I have this right. So we need the orbital gear. Is it the load cell and then, or is it the printed part first? I should have paid better attention here when I took this apart.
Actually, the printed part looks like it's sitting up. Like
yeah,
it's up, like it's raised up.
I think you have to put the loads. Yeah, you have to put the load cell on first. So the big black piece with the heat sink.
Yes. Yep. Okay.
Is gonna go on the stepper motor. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're just gonna sit on top of each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the printed piece. I'm trying to figure out how this printed piece fits together.
Now, hold on a second. You got me like. This is the danger of doing live. I'm gonna just look at one of my other printers real quick, just to make sure I'm not telling you the wrong thing.
No.
Yeah, it's printed. Okay, so it's load cell, then it's printed plate, then it's the gold plate, and then the cover.
Okay. So, but is the printed plate like the printed plate has notches sticking out from it? Is that going up into the gear, the orbital gear system? It is. Okay, I see how it fits together now. Yep, okay, I got it. Bravissimo. And then I gotta figure out how to put this thing on there. Was I supposed to put that on first? I think so. I'm gonna slide that in. Pooch, we got this, man. We got this. Look at 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 this. I feel like I'm doing a 3D printed version of Inception here, where I'm trying to spin this exactly at the right degree. Oh.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I knocked it out of the thing.
That's okay. That's all right. There's a whole alignment configuration and stuff, so we're gonna do it correctly.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get the gears back into this gold thing. Or should I do this? Should I put it in here first? I'm gonna do this. Yep. Yep. You know what I love doing?
What's that?
All of this.
Me too.
So I got this going for me. How do you riddle me this, Prusa instructions? How do I reassemble the gears back into the gold thing? Or should I bolt? No, I can't bolt it in place.
Hold on, there's a printed alignment. Let me give me just a second, because I'm having a hard time getting mine back together as well. So this isn't just you.
Okay.
And I swear this notched part. It's funny because I just did this for my MMU the other night.
There's got to be a precise way this is going to have to fit together.
Okay, and I'm this notch. What am I doing wrong?
Is this the most entertaining live stream that you've ever witnessed? Because I'm sure it is.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I still haven't seen the new Gladiator.
Okay, I was just being a dummy and I had my load cell on backwards, so that'll definitely be part of the problem. And then this is... You haven't seen the new Gladiator?
There's an alignment tool. Is that what this is? Is this what
yes,
this little...
Yes, that's what that circular piece is.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Flynn. Yeah, there is inside this baggie. This almost looked like styrofoam. It is not. It is an alignment tool that will precisely align your stuff together. Oh my gosh, look at that. Holy moly, hold on. That almost aligns it. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Is that right? That orbital gears. And then we hit that with the alignment tool. And then the cover. Yes. By Job, he's got it. Okay, so you found the alignment tool.
I found the alignment tool, and I've got the alignment tool. Oh man. I did it. Hold on, hold on.
And then you should be able to like actually spin.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh no, I just disassembled this whole thing. Oh, no.
Luxury trash. We know you watched it. That's why we mentioned it. We were spying on you.
No. No.
Gladiator. All right, how we doing, bud?
Not entertained. You know what? I could be better.
Oh, yeah? You having a hard time?
No. I'm just remembering when I was younger and I had this on wrong. Okay, hold on. So this goes in the corner. This clearly does not go there. Where does this go?
So let me see if you can show me, or do you want me to talk you through it?
You show me yours first, and then I'll show you mine, okay?
Yes. Okay. So
no, so I think I've got the motor. I've got the lever on there already.
You got the
I'm trying to thread this through, and it's not wanting to go.
Okay, so stepper motor, first of all, provides the wire for the stepper is going straight up. Like that's our up reference. Okay.
Yep.
Then you're gonna have your load cell and heatsink combo. That's the big black piece with the hole in the top that the filament feeds through. That's also gonna be on the top where the wire is.
Oh, okay. Sorry, but that goes on first, and then the little lever goes on.
Correct. Well, you should be able to put it on while the lever will not collide with it. So the thumb screw should be on the left side.
Oh, is this just, sorry, is this, whatever this is,
That's called the load cell, yeah.
The load cell, that's just freely floating there, right?
That's gonna lay over top for now, and the holes will align with the screw. But put the, you still have the idler
I got the handle.
there.
Yep,
good.
Yep.
Good.
And then sit this over top.
Now you're gonna take the black printed part, right? Flip it over though. So the triangular piece, nope. You're gonna flip that printed part over so that the two protrusions. So
are
here,
going
you see how there's a notch?
Yep.
Okay. That notch is gonna go down over the pin that's holding the idler arm.
Yes.
So there's
great.
three solid holes.
Yep.
And then
I got you.
Then the two, okay, and those should go in. That's your guide path for your filament, and then you should be able to lay the gold plate on top of that.
Yep.
And you're gonna have now. This is where you got to get the shaft of the stepper has to align with the center of the orbital gears there. You might have an easier time seeing if you take that alignment tool off of there, but or if you use the
Someone play some Hans Zimmer Interstellar music.
Yeah, the Interstellar music.
Okay, how far down is that? Is this supposed to go all the way in?
It should go all the way in, and if you have the idler door down, you should be able to see that giant gear, like basically sitting flat against the face of the stepper motor.
This does not want to go in.
can look at mine for reference if you'd like. Yeah, this is where getting that alignment, because the shaft of the stepper has to go through that orbital and mesh as well. So you first had to mesh the orbital gears inside the gold ring. Now you have to mesh the post of the stepper in there too. I promise, once we get this done, this is the hardest part.
Oh my gosh, I just can't get it to go in. I feel like it's aligning, but not.
Okay, so try this. Take your black. Is your black alignment tool on there still? The printed one?
No, I took it off.
Okay, so place it back on there and try just to rotate it gently as you're pushing it down. And if you give it a little spin while it's going, it should grab onto that post at some point. The teeth should line up.
Okay. Oh shoot, I just knocked it out of it. It's the gold thing. There we go. I got it back in.
Okay.
Okay, so you're saying to do...
Now take that whole thing and lay it on top. If you want to lay it down on the table so you know it's flat, I think that's probably
that's what I'm doing now.
And then,
I'm holding
like
it down in place.
Gently, like just twist left and right, back and forth until the teeth can line up and it can press onto the stepper motor.
Oh, I think I got it. What's going on here? You know what the problem is? I need an alignment for all the other parts. Okay, let me hold it with my other hand like this and then try to...
What might potentially help too is if you take the orbital gears out of the gold ring and put the screws in so that they hold the ring exactly where it needs to be.
So you take the gold ring off?
So take the gold ring off of the orbital gears. Let's do it that way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, baby. I love it. Like, we got to make sure we get this right for you.
Okay, I think I got that in now. I got the gears in now.
Oh, you got the gear. You got the gears over the stepper, or you've got the gold ring. Which
the gears over the gears over the step, the orbital gears over the stepper. Now I just need to put the gold on.
And the printed part's still on there, so you just need to.
No, I can put that back on though.
Well, the printed part goes under the orbital gears, though. How'd you get the twig above the berries?
What do you mean it goes under?
Do you want to look at mine?
No. I meant the insertion tool.
Oh, okay. So take the alignment tool off.
Yep.
Let me hold it up to the camera so I can see what you got.
Is there supposed to be space in between the?
Yeah. This is where you have the printed plate upside down. So take the orbital gears off of there.
Okay.
You're going to take that printed part and you're going to flip it over so that the two protrusions are lined up inside of the load cell. So it should look completely flat.
Gotcha. Now, is it pointing, are those two protrusion parts, are they up or to the side? I'm assuming up, right?
They're
like,
on the
not
left
up,
side.
I mean
they're guiding the filament path. If you look at them, there's like they're what guides the filament path.
Oh, I got you. Oh wow, that fit right in there. Okay. Okay, and now I've got those in. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the alignment tool on.
Don't do the alignment tool. Put the gold ring on. After
put the gold ring.
Put the gold ring on. You should still have the orbital gears off.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, pro tip for you to go back to the team on.
Don't take
would
this
be
whole
awesome. Would be awesome to have like a diagram of this.
I think you're if it does come apart, you're absolutely right. There is obviously reference to this when you're actually building the Mark IV. But it would be good to have a quick reference to go to it if it comes apart. I think that's a good piece of feedback. It might be in the comments. Honestly,
When the moron is working on this. So I'm putting it back in the alignment tool. And then
nope, not yet. Nope. Let me see. So you should see gold. Let me see the gold ring.
I'm afraid to pick it up. But here, I've got it. So should I start bolting it in place first?
Just put 2 bolt of those 25mm bolts on the top left and the bottom right corner, just so that it holds it indexed to where it needs to be.
Oh yeah, good call. Okay.
Or just one, honestly, the one, because you already have that one that's holding the idler. So just put the top right in so that it, it's, you know what I mean? So it stays where it's supposed to be.
I get what you're saying. And we're doing it. We're doing it live. Okay. All right. So now, so here I've got this set up.
Yes. Okay, great. I'm proud of you. Okay, now let's take the orbital gears.
Yep.
So lay the thing flat. You're going to put the big gear down through the printed part hole.
Oh, okay.
And then the 2 other gears are going to line up inside the gold ring. You got it in there?
That was, is it in there? I think it's in there.
So it should be, the top 2 gears should be flush with the top of the gold ring.
Oh, okay. No, it's not then. It's not in there. You're saying it should be flush.
Yeah, so get the alignment tool now and put it on top of the 2. So there's a little hole for each of the 2 gears.
Oh, yep.
And then give it a little rock back and forth. You got it?
Boom. It slipped right in.
Okay, and then put the alignment tool back in there, and let's just give it one twist, make sure it feels like it's spinning and is aligned the way that it should. Yes. Everything's moving clean. You did it. Okay, so now we're gonna lay it flat on the table. You're gonna take those screws out, and we're just gonna put the cover over it, and then bolt those screws back on there. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so take the screws that I just put in out and put the cover on.
Now, the one thing I want to check before we do put the cover back on is it looks like the new injection molded cover doesn't need a nylon washer anymore like the old version. I just want to make sure that that's still true. Let's see here. Installing the PG cover. We did that. PG ring extruder motor. Secure both parts carefully with the 25. When removing the screws, full press. Do not tighten them completely at this moment. Yeah. Okay. Yep. It doesn't look like we have any additional washer.
Mm-hmm. Woo. Okay.
So the old cover you pulled off, what I'm referring to, guys, I don't know if you noticed, there was yours might be black, but mine was white. There was like a white. So you have the old flip it over so I can see the other side of it. Yeah, see how you have a black, mine's white.
I see it.
There's like a specific washer that was in the old version. It looks like that's not necessary anymore with the new.
And then it says to not fully tighten these down. So I'm gonna.
That's correct. So there'll be a calibration step where we do the gearbox alignment, and that's when you really tighten it all.
Okay.
Okay, dude. We did that.
Okay, I'm gonna mount the swiveler. Technical term, swiveler.
What step
Swivel
is that?
preparation. Step 20.
Yeah, 20. Perfect.
And I need the springs in the screw with the springs, which you took. I got them right here. I didn't drop them.
Don't jinx it.
Oh my goodness, everybody. Hi, everyone. It feels like it's Monday, but it's not Monday. It's Tuesday.
It does feel like it's Monday. Why is that?
It's because yesterday was
a holiday here in the U.S.
The holiday. It was. Yeah. And the kids were off for school.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take these, attach the springs to the bolt screws, push the 2 screws with the springs through the holes in the protrusion on the heat sink. There are 2 threads inside.
So,
what am I missing here?
If you're holding the thing up, if you're looking at mine right here, so we're putting the screws with the springs through the shaft that
I got you.
filament goes down, right?
Yep.
And then your idler thing that we put together a while ago, you'll see there's 2 screw holes like on the end plate. The top of it is going to have the 2 arrows or the 2 triangles that are opposing each other.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So here, hold this up, and it needs to go like this here. Okay. and those just screw into that, right?
Yep. So the 2 screws will tighten into that new polycarbonate part that we're putting on. Battle hardened and ready to rock.
Hold on. Is there a specific? There is a specific direction, right? I see on the diagram there's like
2 triangles. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I'm installing it in the correct orientation because I see there's a beveled side there.
Right, and the beveled side's going to go down against the stepper motor there. So you'll know it's right because you'll be able to close that idler door and then latch it, and it'll click, and everybody will be happy. It'll feel nice.
Shoot. Then
Jeremy
no,
Lucas Pooch, where can I
did
get
not do that right.
Did you put it on upside down?
Yeah. So is the flush side is inside or outside?
The nuts on the idler arm should be facing away from you, like away from the original Prusa MK4S cover.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lucas, where can I get the ends for the rep box that is cut for the LED light kit? Where can I get the ends for the rep box? Oh, you have an older one and you want to upgrade the side panels so that you can put the light kit on it? Am I understanding you correctly there, Jeremy Lucas? The answer that depends on how old your rep box is, because the side panels are different depending on what version you have. So you're going to want to email me about that, and I can probably get you what you need. The nuts. Oh, Rob H, rub it in, why don't you? I'm retired, so every day is a holiday. Must be nice. Must be nice.
Oops.
How we doing, boss? The right tool? Super Chieftain?
Was this the right tool? This was the right tool. Stop tightening as soon as the... Oh, I'm tightening the wrong thing. We're, you know, making progress. Making pancakes.
That is a satisfying click. Click, click, click. Let him know, Bob Carnes. He knows. Repbox 2.1 to 2.2 did change side sizes. That is correct.
Okay, stop tightening as soon as the screw tips reach the front of the face. I mean, they're... I'll stop them as soon as it's flush with it. Okay. Is that, like, is this supposed to do something? Like, is it supposed to...
So flip the idler lever up.
Yep.
Now lock it in place with that.
Nope.
It should. What do you mean nope?
Nope.
Show me. Let me see. Hold on. Hold it up to the camera. I think you have. It's not right. Something's not right there, but I can't quite see what. What is happening here? Flip your cover piece down, not the idler.
Can you flip it all the way down?
Hold the. Can you tighten the screws with the springs on them more so that it pulls that face flush?
Yep. What's the, sorry, so the front face of the idler, what am I am I tightening it until the nut is flush with the face of the...
The printed
print?
part, the face of the idler should be touching physically the metal part of the load cell, or where the filament loads in. So if you want to look at mine,
oh wow,
it should be all the way up against it.
I see. Yeah, and even in the picture, it's all the way up against it. Yeah, mine has like a 1/4 of an inch gap. Is it all right that the bolts are going to be sticking through that?
Bolts are sticking through. Do you have the right?
My springs.
Do we have the wrong screws on there?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see. Push harder. It's on the springs. Bob says, "What's on the springs, Bob?" Screw block needs to flip. I don't think it does. I couldn't quite tell from what he has, unless he. So when you look at the screw block, there's one side that's got 2 triangles on it. Is that facing up? Like if you're looking at the top of the whole thing, do you see the 2 triangles?
Yeah, it's on the very top.
So why is that not pulling flush to the body? Is what I can't quite see what's happening there.
I mean, I can tighten it further.
Something's not right. You should. Springs catching something? Push harder. It's on the springs.
Like, it doesn't feel like this can go in any further. It's not hitting this lever. Is the lever supposed to be...
I'm going to get up close to the camera so you can get a good look at what mine looks like.
Look at mine compared to yours. Yeah, I see how yours is up flush with it.
So how tight are your screws? Like the springs should be compressed up against there, and basically if you're looking at the end here, the screws should be tightened to the point where they're just to the...
No, mine are jutting out of the...
I think you might have the wrong... Did you grab some longer screws or something at some point? Did you get
I don't think so. I left the screws, I left them intact together.
Okay. Mystery.
Let me see here. I'm looking at the comments while I'm unscrewing this.
Don't tighten those further, only just flush with the plastic.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeremy, if it's a 2-3, I should be able to get you the ones that have the notches in them. Just shoot me an email, pooch@Repkord, and I'll get you sorted.
Yeah, they shouldn't be poking out. Yeah, I'm undoing those.
Yeah, take the screws out completely, and then lay the printed part flat on there.
Let me double check. I'm going to double check that this is the correct, just in case. I mean, I kept them together, but let me look at the instructions. It says...
If you kept them together, I don't know how you would have... Also, I don't know where you would have gotten longer screws.
M330. Yep, that's them. That is them. Okay, let me reread this. Attach the spring, blah, 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 blah. Push the 2 screws with the springs through the holes in the protrusion of the heatsink. There are no threads inside. Gotcha. Attach the idler swivel assembly to the screws. See the correct orientation of the idler nut. The side with the version marking must be visible. See the picture. What I'm not clear on is... Okay, I got you. Okay, so the flat end, I think I might have been putting it on wrong.
Did you have it upside down? The flat,
no,
the flat end movement.
The arrows were up. I think so. The little swiveling part, it has a flat edge and a rounded, the beveled side. The bevel side was towards the outside. The flat
Oh,
side should be
I
against
see.
the part.
You had it rotated around, and you weren't inserting the screws against the flat side. So I think I see what you're saying. If you rotate it around,
yes.
So there's a flat side that goes up against the metal part.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Flat to flat, basically, is what you want.
Yep, Keelnick,
Okay.
you got it. He just had it flipped around, spun around in there, but we got it.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
You get the nice clicky click?
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
We're in business.
I'm not sure how tight that should be, but we'll...
So the how tight it should be is you should tighten the screws so that you just see them start to protrude from the edge of the printed part there.
Yep, that's what I did. Okay.
Good.
Nice.
Then that's
okay.
tight enough.
Oh no. Did I lose my connection?
I don't know. I see you.
I don't know if my live stream went down. I think my live stream. No.
You're still live.
No.
on
I'm
my
back on.
side.
Okay. Okay, I'm good. Maybe it timed out.
All right, we ready for
step
22?
Let's go.
We're gonna do it, dude. We're getting there.
Woo.
You know what? You're through the worst of it. Okay, we're through the Rubicon.
Yep, we got it.
We're gonna get our awesome metal cage that holds our beefy fan.
Yep, I've got my Jeep
printed. Yep.
I've got my Jeep Wrangler roll cage here.
Your winch cover, sure, whatever.
Yep.
There's a very thin printed part that looks like a baseball diamond. Kind of.
I see it. Wow, that is a very thin printed part. Okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna use some M312s. We're not reusing the smaller ones that we took out earlier. There's a new bag that says M312. There should be 6 of them in there. We're gonna use 3 of them.
M312. M312. Okay. All right. Good.
All right, so those 3 M312s, we're going to use those to bolt the load cell back onto the gantry. So one of those is each going to go into the and hold on a second here. So I'm on step 23, the first picture.
Yep.
Okay, and now on the back side, so we're going to kind of turn it on side, but not flip it over so the screws don't fall out. We're going to put that little baseball diamond flat printed piece
through this.
And watching the orientation. So the flat side is against the heatsink, completely flat, because there's that little rectangular protrusion
that little
at the
notch.
end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that notch is going to go away, and it looks like these are just gonna push through. Are yours catching? Maybe if I'm gonna just kind of
catching a little bit.
Screw them and thread them through, so it holds that little. Looks like it could be a fragile piece, so I'm just handling it gingerly.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. Looks like we're adding a little spacer. So this is a nice,
very thin spacer. That's pretty cool.
This is a nice little feature add. So the maintenance I was doing on the Mark IVs, and anybody that's run a good amount of print hours on Mark IVs will know that over time these screws can back out and loosen and cause problems. So basically, this printed part here is acting like a nylock, I suppose, where it's just adding a little bit of resistance so that those screws can't wiggle free as the printer vibrates over time. This is the stuff I love about Prusa, where they're like adding little like things that they've noticed from running them in the farm for so many, print hours. That when you originally design a machine, you don't necessarily have the benefit of knowing how it's going to hold up after running for so long. And this is why these little continuous improvement upgrades are always nice. So from there, we should be able to bolt that back on.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. So we're gonna take the
cage
with the cage. Oh, well, hold on. Sorry, what? Oh, so I'm putting the cage on. Okay, not something else. Okay. So the cage. I'm trying to orient this the way that they have it in the diagram.
Yeah, they flip the whole thing
like this
around.
Okay. Okay, and then the cage is sticking up, and I got to make sure not to pinch that cable, right?
Yes, we're gonna make sure we don't pinch the cable. Oh, shoot,
So we do have to take those. We have to take those out, by the way.
Which ones?
The circular ring holder things.
That answers that question. Yeah, that's why.
All right, so then I need to bring this through the cage, right? Is that what that's looking like?
Yes, the cage is going through. That's why we're using the longer screws too. This all makes sense. And
man, when you click on the pictures, it like there's some nice high quality pictures there.
Detail.
Yeah. Some high def. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay.
The good news of going this long is that our good friends in Prague are just waking up now to see that we're still going.
Still chugging away. Like, oh my gosh, this guy's still...
Yeah, you know what?
He's only on step 23.
Little engine that could of 3D printer maintenance.
Okay, so now I'm going to flip this whole thing around. Place the extruder assembly onto the spacer on the X carriage, lining up the 3 screws with 3 spacers. There should be a cutout and the plastic part guide.
Very, very clever.
For the cable. Do not pinch any of the cables in big red bold
That means you, Mr. Uncle Jesse.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. This is a really clever way of doing this.
Okay.
I approve. So I've got that. We're not going to pinch anything.
Aligning. Wow. Okay.
Enhance.
And then start screwing in.
So let's see, this is going to go down in that little notch. So that wire that we ran through the cage, by the way, did you get that aligned so it's not being pinched? It's going through that notch that's meant for it. Do you see what it's telling you in the? Sure. So I don't feel like they're giving us a good detail of that.
No.
Okay, so they are telling you in step 24 on the first picture, they're showing a detail with the blue arrow of the black wire. That's your load cell wire.
Okay.
Okay. It needs to fold downward.
Yeah.
And if you look, did you already bolt it on or no? Not yet.
No, it's not all the way on yet.
Okay, so
I do see the notch. I do see the notch now. Okay.
You want to make sure that's going through that notch so that it's not going to get pinched and cut off, right? That's the critical. Do not pinch is really what they're wanting you to watch, especially right there. And I'm gonna.
Yep, it's in that little notch. Yep, not pinched.
And then the wires that are poking out the side, Those should have
Yep, that's
free
good.
motion,
And
and
up
they're
top.
not being pinched either.
Yep, and
Okay, so there's those 3 wires that we're really being cautious that are not getting pinched. There's 2 on the right side and the 1 coming out the bottom. Those all feel and look good to you?
What happened to all the other wires that were there on the left side? Am I missing? What am I missing?
On the left side?
Oh, never mind. It's from everything else that the other fans and then the
heat sink and the
okay.
heater
I was like,
cartridge.
did I just mash those all
No.
all into that? Okay.
We just haven't gotten to those yet.
Okay, so then align the heat sink screw, start with the middle one. Yeah, that's what I did, and then tightening them. Great. Okay, connecting the NCC thermistor. Locate the cable channel on the left side. Carriage will guide some of the cables through this channel in the following steps. Guide the NCC cameras through the cable and the X carriage up to the low board. Yep, I see that picture slot, and it's going to go into this top one here. Okay. Nice. Boom. All right. Look at that. Fine and dandy.
Good. You got that in the channel and connected to the very top?
Yep.
Very nice. Proud of you.
Okay, assembling the hotend fan.
Okay, hotend fan.
Boom. M318. I don't remember. That's definitely not it.
So they're the longer. You should have 2. There's going to be 3 that you had left over from before. Those were the 10mm ones that we just replaced with the 12. So the longer of the 2 that you have left over are going to be your 18s. You staying hydrated?
I am. I'm realizing that I might have.
Question from Rook Talon: do people still make fun of you for breaking a glass door on your printer?
All the time.
Day.
Every
day, all day.
All the time. And you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It was a big goof, not a goof, but like a, big accident. It was on my part, but it's fun. I mentioned it earlier. I've been wanting to have like broken glass stickers made that I can put on some of my glass doors to mimic that, which I think would be kind of fun.
So did you, are you doing the print fan now?
I am, sorry. I'm not saying that I put the wrong screw into the upper right-hand corner, which was why it was just freely spinning there, but
the two left sides. Okay, it should just be the 2 on the left, right?
I've got it now. Okay.
And
so,
you routed the cable through the cage as it tells you to do?
Yeah, we're doing that right now. So I'm going to stick it through the cage. Just a rat in the cage.
I love that song. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
Yep.
Name that artist first in the chat?
God,
who is
come
it?
on.
And song.
Come on.
That's or the opposite of it.
I mean, it's.
Despite all my mellow, I'm still just an elephant in a meadow. The literal opposite of rat in a cage.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just incubus in a cage.
Incubus. I love that band, man. I got all their albums.
Okay. There's a sticker on the hotend fan. The sticker must be on the rear side of the fan and not visible. Yes. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Now that one connects to the bottom of the 3 left on the left board there.
Yep. Still just tightening it all into place. Okay. Nice. And then route it up in.
Humming along now. All right, the big blower. Got the big blower.
Okay. The big blower.
We got some.
What is that?
Was ist das? Okay, printed parts. We got some polycarb.
Oh, I've got to take it out of the box. I've got a box part that I need to bust open.
Yep. Man, these are clean parts.
Hey, hello. I got a new nozzle as well.
Yeah, that's the high flow nozzle.
Hello. Hello. All right, so I'm going to need this fan. And I don't need those. I need some printed parts here. Need that. Need that.
Heel Nick, Smashing Pumpkins. You got it. What's the name of the song, buddy? Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
Okay, and then we're gonna need some more parts here. I need the M83. What? 38 ST screw, and then the M35 RT screw, and an M3NS nut. Okay, nut, I need 5 of those. Oh, wow.
Can we just take a minute? Can you look at these printed parts? Like I just can we just appreciate?
They do look extremely clean.
Like how flawless they actually are. Like these are some of the cleanest prints I've ever seen.
Extremely
I'm not just saying that
clean.
Like it's
extremely clean.
I did the
What's more impressive? What's more impressive is their design. I'm assuming they're designed with no supports in mind when these are printed, and it's just really clean, really clean.
Yeah, it looks like I'm looking at the layer orientation. I'm like, okay, so this 360 cooling duct looks like it printed vertically like this. So that's interesting. And then these guys, yeah, oh, this is nice. And the way it all kind of snaps together. Oh, I like it.
5 of these.
Got some square nut traps. Well, and I'll tell you one of these advantages of the PCCF is on polyethylene parts, like every once in a while, if you over torque one of these square nut trap things, like the square nut can like actually spin in the part, and then it's impossible to like get it out without destructively having to reprint the part. The PCCF is so stiff and rigid that I don't think that's a problem anymore with these, or you would really have to over torque it. Like I would wonder if you'd strip the screw first or not. This is interesting.
Side, insert the 2 nuts all the way into the holes. Double check that the sides.
Man, that's clever design. I always love just getting some insight into the designer's mind, watching how they did all this. So let's see, we're not putting that on yet.
All right, so I'm going to have to push those in.
You're just doing the square nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that fits like a glove. Oh, I love it. So satisfying.
Smaller
No supports
to push those in.
PCCF has a great texture. I did the fan shroud and the fan housing with ABS-GF, and it looks fantastic as well. I've done some ABS-GF. In fact, Steve, well, to be fair, Steve Builds, if he's still on here, printed all my parts for my Trident out of a really cool ABS glass fill that I want to say Fadus makes. Came out good. You're right, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, Dusty Ham. Congratulations, you win. Great song. I'm going to have to throw
I won't
that back
lie,
in the
I could not remember what the name of that song was.
I loved playing Name That Tune back in the day. In fact, did you ever watch the Rock and Roll Jeopardy when like Mark McGrath was like on it? He was like
No.
he was like the undisputed champion of Rock and Roll Jeopardy for forever. The lead singer from
No, that's
Sugar
awesome.
Ray, Mark
Yeah, yeah.
McGrath, you know who I'm talking about? Like he
Yep.
was a genius when it came to like Name That Tune, Rock and Roll Jeopardy. And we used to watch that all the time. Like I remember watching that with my roommates in college. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Date myself a bit,
perfectly.
but whatever.
So
man,
far, this is it's going
a
well.
lot easier than putting orbital gears together.
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
now I
look
just
at
need to
that!
channel.
Little routing path.
Yep. Are you doing the cable for this fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Despite
Wait, so is
all my
there
rage, I'm still
is there supposed to be am I supposed to be route okay, I see through the top. Never mind. I see.
Be still my heart. This is the first time I've seen Prusa use plastite screws. So, are you on 30 yet? Or where are you at? Routing the
I'm on
cable?
30. I'm on 30 right now. I'm routing trying to mash this cable into the clip there. There we go. Just using a bit to get that in there.
Oh, and they did squared holes for the recesses. Very nice. This is a detail that you probably don't care about, but I geek out on.
I don't. It's okay.
Let's see here. 3/8. What screws are those? Those are the 3/8 black. Are you putting the cover on? Did you get the cable in?
I'm fishing it in. I don't know how precise I need to be with getting that cable in there.
I think it just needs to sit in that channel so that the cover doesn't like pinch anything when we put the cover on it next step.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is the first I've seen them use plastite screws. So these are actually screws that are meant to tap directly into plastic. Historically, everything I've seen, they'll use every once in a while a socket head to tap into a plastic part, but this is a nice little detail. I've been a longtime fan of plastite screws. I think they're really, really cool. And they grab incredibly well. They self-tap and they hold really well. Okay. So there's two of those screws in that baggie. The black screws, there's it'll say 3x8 ST, 7 pieces. Looks like we have a couple plastite screws here. Interesting.
Yep. Just
you see, they got that that thread, that plastic self-tapping into plastic thing.
Okay. Uh-oh. I lost the connection again. Hopefully they're still there.
Is it just buffering?
I'm not sure. It says connecting to the stream. Yeah, it's still still streaming.
Still showing up on.
And it's still my mic's. Look at this. My mic's still going.
I mean, so I guess we know that you got to get some firmware update, I guess, for that camera, huh?
I guess so. Or I mean, I'm still waiting for DJI to fix the issue on Macs. Apparently, it's still a
Mac specific.
It's, as far as I'm aware, other people were calling it out as a Mac specific issue. And then if you don't put it in selfie mode, like if you turn the camera around, it should work. And that's what we originally had it as, and it was working properly.
I will defend you in that we got on early and did our due diligence and tested everything, and it was working, of course, when we tested it for longer than 20 minutes, and then it decided to do its own thing. You're gonna need a Torx driver for
Yep.
these screws.
I got it.
If you don't have it. Spitting Moon with a 5er. What do we have here? What do we have here?
Oh, thank you. We are in the process of taking my Prusa MK4 and upgrading it to the MK4S. Something that I picked up last fall and am now finally getting around to installing, finally. So Pooch is helping me out, making sure that I'm doing everything properly.
I'll tell you what, this is the first 4S upgrade I've done as well. So you're not that, I mean, the speed at which the 4S came out and then the Core 1 was announced was pretty rapid succession. So and I've got quite a few 4s. It's got me, I've still got a dozen Mark 4s that I need to assemble, and it's got me wondering if I should just get the
upgrade kits.
The upgrade kits and just like do it while I'm building. I'm gonna have to kind of make my own script for that because it'll be a hybrid building plus upgrading at the same time. But I've had a Mark 4S for a while. I'm really happy with the speed and the print quality differences that you get. Seems like it would be worth it.
What did I do with that screw? What did I do with that screw?
That slots in so nicely.
You talking about the fan shroud?
Yeah, that fan shroud just sliding onto those that cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
M3 5T screw. Wait, what? This M3 5RT.
So you're attaching the fan.
Yes. Yeah.
I think those are these tiny ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like they give you quite a few extra of a lot of these, huh? Or maybe we're gonna use them later still. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Put those over there.
Okay.
It's a new screw. I'm gonna have to add a new bin to my bucket of part.
Done with that. Nice. You gotta apply a little bit of force to get that to connect.
Okay, noted.
Mine it even says it in the notes. Okay, now I get the fun part. Get to fish this through.
It's also a
fish this through.
I do like Torx. It's unfortunate that it's not as common of a tool to have as a hex key, but man, for this smaller stuff, these Torx drives like just grab better. Like you don't strip parts as well. It's just nicer. That feels good.
Spinning Room, by the way, thanks for the 5. I didn't say thank you. Take the print fan blower assembly and guide the fan through the cable cutout on the left side of the fan holder. Use the same cutout through which the heat sink fan cable already guides. Slide the side pockets of the fan blower assembly onto the 2 forks of the fan holder. Ensure that the holes of the bottom both are aligned. Left side of the fan holder, secure the parts with those same screws. Gotcha. I gotcha.
That's an interesting design. They have it nesting inside of the,
yeah. I had it going over.
Looks good though. I know. Yeah, well, that would have been the assumption, right? Like that the cage would go on it, but like it constrains it nicely this way. And interestingly enough, you notice how on like one side they have you screw to the top of the cage, and the other side you screw to the bottom of the cage. Just add some. Wonder why they did that. You know what? I bet it's because they needed the way the fan blower is, where the nuts have to go are probably dodging around where the body of the fan is. Interesting.
What I want to know is, I would love to know how many like variations of this did they go through? Like how many design variations did they go through to get to this particular one? Because this doesn't seem, it wasn't like, all right, first attempt, we got it.
So I can somewhat speak to that. I think at this point it's safe. I don't know the exact number, but I can say that when I was in Prague for Maker Faire and they were going through development, I did see other versions where they were playing with different placement for the fans and stuff like that. That never came to. So it's an interesting question because it's a fascinating development process, and the R&D engineers are very talented.
Oh, I would imagine. Like this just it blows
obviously
my
they come up with
mind.
this stuff.
It's like,
But
all right,
I
hey,
know
we've got an
they were
idea.
looking at. Well, you know how on the Mini the fan's on the back. You remember how the blower fan is on the back of the Mini? So I remember seeing a variant where they were playing with that. So they try to explore all the different avenues, and they do flow testing for. As I understand it, a lot of the challenge with the cooling is getting that good airflow evenly distributed around the nozzle, so that no matter what kind of part you're printing, you're getting good cooling. On all things. Have you ever had a part where you were printing and you realized that if you rotated it on the bed, 90 degrees, like it would just print better because it handled an overhang better because of the direction of that's because of the part fan cooling and how it's vectoring air at the nozzle makes a difference.
Moving on to step 34. I don't know where you're at.
Same.
Okay.
Did you connect the print fan to the board?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I got to do that. So let me finish that real quick and done. Click. And
do this and then Brian, what's going on? Hello. Yeah, can we start over? Yeah, sure, we'll start over.
You're up late, my friend. Well, I guess you're up late too, huh? So
yeah.
This isn't that late for you, though. You're a bit of a night owl, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sometimes.
Wondering how, since my nozzle's so dirty, how jacked up this is going to be.
Honestly, I've seen a lot worse.
Oh, there we go. I got it. The graphs nozzle manually release and remove the nozzle from the nozzle assembly.
CHT. So this is indeed a licensed from Bondtech CHT high flow nozzle 0.4 by default on the Mark4S now. So we are in the high flow era. High speed, high flow is critical to high speed.
Let me put
this in honestly,
old nozzle.
If we were to redo the last 2 hours for you, Brian, the only thing you'd miss was us probably disconnecting and reconnecting about 5 times.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Just a few camera issues. To
be fair,
Spinning
it was
Moon,
the same
thanks
camera.
Again. 420 LXG setup. No shade to Prusa. Pooch, am I able to reuse these nozzles? Are these nozzles all the same? Across
they're not all the same, but you are able to reuse them. So you do not have to have a high flow nozzle installed. You can still use a standard flow nozzle.
Correction. Can I use my Mark IV nozzle on my XL?
Yes,
if it's a 0.4. Okay. Because I've got a nice little collection of nozzles going here.
Yeah, no, definitely save them.
Okay. Okay, what are we doing now? Screwing this in.
I'm on Team Silicone Sock. I'm putting my sock back on.
Should I have cleaned this out?
Did yours come with a hot? It did. What? And I do recommend it so that it doesn't get all gnarly.
Oh, I'm doing the silicone sock.
Came with sock. Put the sock on
I'm doing the sock.
Sock it up, buddy.
I'm also Team Sock, so.
Listen, friends don't let friends just, ride unprotected.
I don't know. I'm just torquing this on, the nozzle on. I mean, it's just, I've torqued it on. I don't know how much torque I got to torque on to the torquing of the torque nozzle.
Like 3 Newton meters?
Yeah, I got 3 Newton meters. Yeah. I was actually born with 2 Newton meters, so I had to get that, you know,
Get
get
what,
that third one.
you want it in foot pounds? Don't put any foot pounds on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put the sock on. What a brilliant idea that was.
What's that? The hot
It wasn't
sauce?
that long ago, silicone socks, you know?
Oh yeah. I know, right? They do get
Socks are
I
for
will say,
suckers.
like, they do get brittle.
They do get brittle. Yep,
They do get
they do.
brittle, and then yeah, cookies for suckers. Yeah. You do have to replace them from time to time for sure.
That is true. Okay, I've got these 2 screws. I've got the nozzle. Okay, I'm gonna stick these back in.
I consider them to be cheap insurance, though. Frankly, like, I would rather replace hot socks than deal with the entombed, dreaded nuclear meltdown scenario, where you like come back to a print and your entire nozzle has been just entombed in plastic.
It has, yeah, I was gonna say it has saved my butt more than a few times. Okay, do not tighten them completely. 2 turns are enough for now. Okay, let me unturn it a little bit. Okay, look closely at the underside of the heatsink and find the holes for the hot end assembly. Insert the hot end assembly in the tube. The hole in the whole thing is in the heatsink. Push the hot end assembly all the way to the heatsink. There should be approximately 2.
See, I'm glad you were reading that because I need to reposition my fan wire.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have gone up and that's fine. Let's do it now so we don't get it right. Do it right or do it over, as they always say.
Firmly tighten.
Through the cage, through the cage.
And there is a 2 millimeter gap, what it looks like.
Exactly 2 millimeters?
From the other side, check exactly 2 millimeters.
No more, no less?
I freedom units it, so.
Freedom units, best units.
Okay, verify that the nozzle is fully inserted. The copper ring on the nozzle should be concealed with the heat sink if it's properly seated. What's the difference? What am I looking for?
Basically, you push that nozzle up as far as it
Yep.
can possibly go, and you shouldn't be able to see any copper from the
I got it.
heat sink.
Yeah. I got it.
The heat break area.
Let me hold on. Let me use my flashlights. You know what? Let me try and. I see a sliver.
A sliver is okay. It should just you really should just make sure if you have both of those thumb screws loose, that you pushed it up as far as it can go.
Yep.
And yeah,
Does it need to be straight? Does it need to be like perpendicular or straight? You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't need to be, but like my OCD will not allow you to install it any other way. So I recommend that it be perpendicular to the stepper motor.
Yep, I got that. Just for you, my friend.
Or if you were to look at it from underneath, because we have this nice fan duct now, it should be equally spaced so that the airflow can get around it on all sides the way that we want to.
There is just barely enough wire space for that cable to go in. Is that going in to the top left, right?
So yes, the top left will be the thermistor wire for the the hot end, and then the black one will plug in sideways. That's the heater cartridge, the thicker of the 2 wires with the textile sleeving around it. And now I am tightening both of these, making sure I'm not.
Man, that's not gonna be. That's not getting in there. How are you fitting all those wires in there? It actually fits. Okay, never mind.
It does. If you use like a little Allen key, you can kind of push them in a little bit, They fit.
Yeah, I'm gonna after I get this in place, I'm gonna. Wow, yeah, that fits. I was just able to finger mash it in there. Yeah, nice. Okay.
Like a glove.
Andrew Humphrey, hello, hello. And hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in and hanging out this evening while we're continuing to work our way through this.
Everybody having a good time? I'm having a good time.
The fan door cover parts. Fan door cover parts. Fan door cover parts. I need this. I need this. And I removed that from earlier. I do have that right here. Attaching the fan door cover. Fan door cover. Put the fan door cover in its home.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you just go
Insert
home?
the M3 screw into the hinge. Fully tighten the screw. Loosen it by quarter turn. The fan door must move freely.
Answer me.
Freely. Free me. Free
there we
meat.
Go. Free meat?
Free meat?
My favorite kind. Favorite kind of meat. Free.
Free meat?
Feed me. Feed me, Seymour.
Speaking of, I want to get a Blackstone, I think.
What's
Do you
a
have
Blackstone?
one of those? I can't. It's a griddle, like an outdoor grill, but it's a griddle. That's all it is. It's a griddle.
If you say it another time, does it make it more true? A griddle. Wait, what is it?
Yeah, it's just a big flat surface that you can cook on and make burgers.
Oh, like a griddle.
Yeah, it's a griddle.
Okay.
Minus the grill, the grill marks on it.
Totally. Okay.
Okay. Connecting the 43. Oh man, we're cruising along here.
Yeah, we're cruising along. So let's see. You just got to reconnect your stepper motor to the top of the love board.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do your dillies on the side for the load cell and the filament sensor.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna put that cover back on there.
Buddy. Bingo,
the
love board. The love board.
The love
Before covering the electronics, check that the connection of all cables. Click on the high resolution image at the top left corner. Choose the idler mechanism before. Oh, close, not choose. I can read.
Which do you like better? Do you like the love boat theme for this, the love boat, love board, or the love shack?
Love shack.
Love board.
I would prefer if it was like rock. What's it? Rock Lobster?
Rock Lobster? No. That's a totally different B-52 song, but sure.
Sure,
Man, that is... Doesn't it just feel more substantial now? You look at it and it's just like... like that's a hotend. That's a print head assembly. Look at that.
Okay.
I love it.
Love board. Oh, that's a new love board cover.
Yeah.
Is that?
Also out of PCCF. They're printing a lot of that polycarbon fiber these days because it's so pretty. So
nice. Okay, and then the screw that I removed earlier that I don't remember which one this is. So this is the M310 screw. Is this the one? Is this the one? Harry Potter. This little screw, one-to-one screw guide is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is. Oh, it's Haribo time. Are you at 50?
I'm not there yet. I'm at 46. Hold on.
Faster.
Get this. Cover the love board. Side cover.
Hold.
Side cover. So the side cover. Side cover.
Peanut butter jelly time is peanut butter jelly time. Oh, like a cast iron. It's like a cast iron griddle.
Oh, a cast iron griddle. It is kind of like
I have a cast iron griddle that I just use on my stove, for cooking things. One side.
Yeah, but see, this is like not the same, but it's the same. It's outdoor.
What is it called? What is it? Same, but different. But
same, but different.
But the same.
Okay. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, make me a bird. Fly me away. Far, far away.
Fly like an eagle.
Do not pinch the cables.
Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Fits snugly against the right side of the extruder. If not, yes, it's all grooved in there. Okay, and then cover the lub board top. Push all the cables to make sure there's more space around them. Yeah, sure. Okay. Cover over the extruder, push the way down. Cover smooth carriage, and that just slots on top.
This printer is getting an interesting pedigree. So while I was waiting for you, I was putting the updated serial number on there for the 4S. So this was a Mark 3S originally, and it became a 4 when I upgraded to a 4, and now it's a 4S. So somewhere I have Mark 3 non-S's that must go 3 to 3S to 4 to 4S. I want to take one. I got to find my oldest one and take it all the way to a core 1 at one point, I think. Theoretically, it's possible to go from, I think, all the way back to from 2 prior to 2. I don't know. Nathan from Cookie Cat keeps saying we need to like take one original one and upgrade it all the way up to core 1.
Oh my goodness.
I think at that point though, you're not keeping any of the original parts. Maybe some screws or something. I don't know.
All right, I deserve a gummy bear.
Yeah, you do. You know what? Have 4. Have 5.
Thanks. How about 3?
No, it says 2. It says 2. Well, it says. I guess we were supposed to eat some earlier.
I think so. Okay.
That was tough, but you made it. We're almost there. Let's upgrading the connectivity. Okay, so next there's a new Wi-Fi module and an NFC module. So there's a couple little things that we're gonna do to the brains.
Yep.
I highly recommend. I think very worthwhile.
Yeah.
More reliable Wi-Fi's and NFC for
you and me.
You and me. Yeah.
Release the 4 screws and the Kraken.
And the Kraken.
This table wobbles like crazy, by the way. I keep forgetting that.
What table was that?
It's a Husky workbench that I have casters on.
Yeah.
And the casters, and it's on carpet, which makes it extra bouncy. So.
Yeah.
And these aren't the adjustable, the ones like that we can lift and lower.
We can crank them up and down. Yeah, I've got a couple of those at the shop. I really enjoy them. I was going to say I had to zip over to the shop to grab a couple things before the stream, and I told myself, I'm like, okay, there's 3 things I need to get from the shop when I was here, and I could only, for the life of me, remember 2 of them. And I just remembered now what the 3rd I wanted to get. I have a turntable that I like to do work on because it's like you put the printer and then you can just very easily like rotate instead of having to lift it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's a nice ad, and I have it at the shop, and I was like, oh, I should definitely bring that and show it off at the stream. I mean, it's nothing exciting. It's just a board on a Lazy Susan. But, man, does that make it nice to work on stuff. Anybody in the chat work on their printers on a Lazy Susan or a turntable?
Honestly, that's a great idea.
Oh, it's my favorite, man. I was going to do a little short on it, little Pooch's pro tips.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need go to Walmart, I'm sure, and
yeah, you can get. I think you can get them at IKEA for like $10 or $15. They make those decent sized tabletop Lazy Susans. You could always, I guess, screw a bigger board to it if you wanted to work on a bigger thing, or you can buy your own. You can get the Lazy Susan mounts at Home Depot.
This
squeaky.
It is squeaky and stuck.
What's stuck?
I just have to tighten and loosen to get it to go. I'm removing the
we're
plastic
in
cover.
the end game now, everybody. So let's see. We're taking the cover
Okay.
off of the.
So we no longer need this printed thing, right? Printed part.
I think we're replacing the cover for the Wi-Fi module. We're going to take off the Wi-Fi module. It says get rid of that. We're going to yeet that. Probably should go in an anti-static bag. I'll put that in there later. Fun fact, the ESP01S Wi-Fi module that we're taking off, even if you don't need it, hold on to it. If you have an old Mini that you want to Wi-Fi enable, you can use it for that. That's a nice little upgrade for
fantastic.
you.
I think I
very
added
big on
one
their
of those.
reuse. Did you already do that? It's the same module.
I think I did. I think so. I added something that enabled my Mini to have Wi-Fi access.
So
Although
one of the
I haven't
touched
touched my
I
Mini in a while.
haven't announced it publicly yet, but I'll tease it here. Like one of the things I'm working on the print farm now is I'm actually hardwiring. I'm doing Ethernet to each of the farm machines. So I don't know if like when you run enough of these, like Prusa Connect, and being able to manage an entire farm with it is just such a nice. I mean, it was a year ago. I was still doing SD cards and moving between printers and stuff. So going from SneakerNet to the future is a nice upgrade for sure. Let's see.
Okay,
so I've
Wi-Fi
got the
parts.
Wi-Fi module and the Wi-Fi cover.
Oh, it's in the box that I was looking for. Yeah.
There we go.
NFC. You know, my bag wasn't labeled that this was the Wi-Fi adapter. What if I didn't know? What if I didn't know, Pooch? What if I didn't know?
They're gonna know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. No one's gonna know. They're gonna know.
You watch entirely too much
internet
shorts content.
Yeah. You got it.
312. I immediately got it.
Yeah.
M312.
Nobody's gonna know. That's a nice looking part. Okay.
That's the wrong. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. You moron. Okay, here we go. M312. Those are the parts that I'm looking for. Okay. I'm going to set this inside. That's not good. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We, by the way, for anybody that's still watching, we are also, that wasn't from the very beginning. We skipped over a few steps in the process that I might revisit in the future if I so choose.
The aesthetic parts, right? Where the replacing the LCD cover with the injection.
And then the other
part.
was the, was it the X and Y?
The Y axis. That doesn't really take that long, and frankly, I would advise, even if we don't want to do it on stream, like before you put all the stuff back in the Prusa box and you move on to a different project, take the 15 minutes tomorrow and just do it in case you ever decide you want to put it in an enclosure or something down the road.
Okay.
Just do it.
So I'm going to then plug this in.
So wait, did you do the Wi-Fi cover part already?
I did. I did the Wi-Fi cover.
I'm behind nested. You actually. I can't believe
you got it nested, and then, but I haven't screwed in anything. Am I? Oh, okay, here. That's where I'm screwing in now.
So I was just looking at this board because you'll notice that now we have a connector on the back, and if I'm not mistaken, and if Bob Carnes is still in the chat or anybody else like that's done it. I believe this is giving us expansion for either the accelerometer or the GPIO, but I haven't done the GPIO install yet. So
I have a GPIO. We can do that right now.
Don't quote me on that. But I think that port might be for the accelerometer actually.
Okay. I was like,
somebody
sure.
look it up online and set it straight while I'm doing this. Since I
Pooch, here's how this was. Here's how this went. What was that? Like last September or October, this was announced, or August or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, let me get. Yeah, it was. It was September, I think.
I mean, that wasn't that long ago, though. Come on.
It was that long ago.
That's fine.
But it was just taking me this long to get to it. But I was like, all right, I'm pre-ordering this. You know what? It's an extra $15. Let me get this GPIO board that I'm sure I'll use all the time.
You know what I would have just really like made my day is if like somebody there saw it and they said, Uncle Jesse tried to order the GPIO board and we just told him no.
Yeah.
We said no.
Hey, based on everything we've ever seen you print and do, you probably don't need this.
For you.
That's like, hey, I've got, it's not even remotely the same, but it reminds me of, I have like 3 drawing tablets now, not iPads, drawing tablets for like 3D
like
modeling and yeah, like Wacom's. I have at least 3 now.
Okay.
I don't use them. Like I don't but I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna buy these and I'm gonna start doing this. I was like, oh, well, I had a 13-inch one. I should get a 16. Oh, well, there's a 20-inch now. That'll be even bigger than
So one of my twins, Kaylin, is an incredible drawer. She's really been getting into digital art and she's been asking me for a tablet, and I was like, well,
dude,
why don't you just use? So we got her the pen for the iPad.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's incredibly good with that.
What are you? What apps is she using?
So I don't remember the one because we were looking at Procreate, which I guess is the
top dog.
Is the top dog, but.
It's very complicated. Not very complicated. It's got a lot you can do with it.
It was a higher learning curve, right? And we're like, maybe there's something easier to start with, and we found something else. I don't remember what it was, but she's gotten quite good at it. And you know, I don't know. Maybe it's time when she gets. I don't know what the scenario would be where she actually wants to sit at a computer though and use one of those old tablets because she seems to be doing really well with the iPad.
I will tell you. So my oldest son is huge into drawing on his iPad and was doing animation on his iPad for a long time. Had a YouTube channel for a little while.
Oh, cool.
That he was doing. Doing animation stuff.
What came of all that?
He just kind of moved on from but he still draws and stuff. So, but what I will tell you is he has an app that he uses now, I think almost daily. I think it's called Endless Paper or Endless Art or something like that, where he can basically draw, like do an art project and then on a specific spot, zoom into that. And then start a new artwork and then draw that and then zoom into a specific spot and keep drawing. And so basically he can continuously zoom in or zoom out and go from one art piece to another, to another, to another, to another. Like he can draw a house and then when he zooms into the window, it'll go from a window in a house to a whole cityscape. And then in the cityscape, he might zoom in on a tree that's in the city, and then that tree morphs into space or something like that.
I've always wondered how that's done. I've seen the animations where that's done. So that's this, you use a piece of software to do that, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, and he's got, I feel like probably hundreds of things that he's done with that now. Oh crap, I need to pay attention what I'm doing here.
Hey Volt, good to see you, man. Nomad
hello.
Sculpt is a great. Have you used Nomad?
Oh yeah,
you use Nomad
heck yeah. Nomad's amazing.
Yeah.
Nomad. I bought ZBrush for my iPad. I'm using that all the time. And by all the time, I mean I've opened it twice.
Yeah. That sounds like a never.
I do have a video. I have a project board of. We'll be doing another iPad 3D modeling video at some point here in this early half of the year. That's a big project that I want to tackle. The coil, and then this thing, and then this thing.
Why is there a loop on this cover? This is amazing. So it's funny because that's like we get training on certain things, but like I look at some of these design features. Like there's a cover on this Wi-Fi cover, and there's just a little loop, that's built into the print, and I'm like, what is that for? Like hooking something onto? Like there's a reason it was done that way, and I don't know what it is. I'm curious. You don't care. You're doing the NFC. You're on step.
Yeah, my
7?
NFC looks different though.
Does it now? Okay.
My NFC does not look the same as their. Oh, sorry. Starting December 24th, packages include another version of the MFC coil with a different assembly process. Check your version and follow the correct steps.
Okay. So what version do we have? Mine looks like a little.
Mine's
like
all
a
black.
Price tag, like a price tag.
Yeah. Mine looks like a price tag.
Okay. And it says FDM Mark IV NFC coil, 01-2024-3
Okay. I think.
CNC.
Sorry. You just need to scroll down past step 8 and go to step 11.
Okay.
I believe.
Oh, I see. So this is on a rigid board rather than this foil one that they had originally. So we're on step 11. So we're going to put a piece of 3M adhesive on it, which I have here.
Yep.
On the back side, avoid covering the holes of the NFC board. So we're going to do that, and we're going to peel off the tan. And place that like so.
Yep.
Okay, we've done that, and then we're going to take that off, peel the adhesive off, stick it on the inner side of the electronics box cover. They give us a new box cover, which I think juts out a little bit further and says NFC on it now. Very cool. Leave at least 2 millimeters space between the NFC coil end and the edge of the electronics box cover. Okay. Okay, so we're trying. This is interesting. That explains that. So I assume to cut down on potentially interference from the box, any of the electronics inside there. It dips down below, which is why we have a new printed part now as well. So that's interesting. And we're just going to use sticky tape to stick it to the inside there. And then we're going to put the antenna wire on. Those antenna wires are tiny. Are you trying to get
my sticker off? For once, I need my fingernails. There we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, so I got this. I'm going to take this. Yep, I'm sticking it in like this, upside down. And you stick it in the slot, press it in.
Yeah, be careful with this because there's a tiny pin protrusion on these things, and I've bent them before.
Yep. Oh, I remember this. I remember this fondly.
There we go.
It was the summer of 1995, and I was just a young 15-year-old working at KB Toy Store when I was asked to go to the back room, and
I don't like where this is going.
And from that year on...
Why don't you just not finish that story? And that's the day Uncle Jesse became a man. Okay, be extra careful when connecting the coil connector, which I told you. All right, and then... oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a little... Where is the spot on the board? Oh, wow, that is tiny. It says NFC. Interesting they had the... So these buddy boards were obviously designed well before they actually implemented the NFC, so the connector has existed there. That's why I always have a fun time like looking at these boards and thinking about like what's being used and what's not and what might be coming down the pike. And this is a good example of that. We have an NFC connector on here that we are now using. How the heck are you connecting to that, man? That's hard to get to. I'm gonna...
Holy moly, that is in a fun little spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna tip it up on its side.
I like that idea.
So lay it on the power supplied side so it's as flat as you can get it.
Yep. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay.
And then I'm gonna invert the whole thing so that it's aligned, and I can press down with maybe the help of a little. Let's see if I can fat finger it. I don't like getting my fingers this close to an electronics board generally, but I think we've got clearance.
You know what I like doing is wiping my nose and then doing this.
And then, oh, that did not
A little snot goes a long way when it comes to installations of electronics.
That's true, I suppose.
Oh man.
Got some stuff in the way that I'm gonna try to move.
I'm gonna wake up my youngest son real quick and ask him to come down and help me with this.
You need tiny fingers.
I need tiny fingers and much better eyes than I have.
Hold me closer, tiny fingers. Oh man, I thought I had it.
Oh,
I did not.
no.
This is the challenge.
Oh no,
right
I almost had it.
Come on, snap. Ah, I got it. O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules.
Got it. Okay.
We have connection.
Bolt these back in.
And then what do we need? What screws do we need to cover that back up again? M310s. Oh wow, that's a deep recess for the 10s. There we go. There's some tenors.
Got it.
Hey, did you ever get into the series Letterkenny?
No, I think.
Oh,
can't remember if it was you that was telling me about it, or I've got another buddy that I believe watches it.
Well, I
said it's
only
really
started
good.
watching it like last week, and I've already binged most of it.
Okay, never mind.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard it's great.
Absolutely hilarious. Highly recommend. It is definitely in your wheelhouse of comedy.
Yeah. I just started I can't remember the name of it. It's a new HBO DC Comics animated cartoon.
Oh.
That was really good so far.
Okay.
Man, I can't remember the name of it.
Need more than
slipping
that.
my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slippery as your mind is.
It's late. It's you know, it's late. It's
a little late, but you know what? We're there, dude. We did it. I think it's some Haribo, and we called it.
Arrange this. I gotta slip this thing back on. Make sure it doesn't pinch. Put the 4 things back in, and zippity doo dah, zippity day.
Your giant bag of serial number on there.
You were like very ominous about that earlier when I was like, "What's up with this one bag?"
There is a reason. I just don't know what it is. It's there must be. Well, you know what I think it is if you look.
So you don't lose it.
Well, no, they don't use any bag. I think it's an ergonomics thing at the factory for the people that are actually having to bag stuff. Anything that is
because they're all the same size.
Yeah, I think it's a consistency of size, and it's like if you have to put your hand in there. But I mean, they're all this. All the Ziploc bags are this size. Unless it's like a pre-sealed one.
Did I mention? There was I think Prusa put it out. I think Prusa put it out, right? Was it It was like a bolt, like an M bolt sorter, like you just put it on there and it automatically rolls into the.
That wasn't Prusa's though. I think it was featured on printables, but I think that was
maybe that's what it was.
Designer. I don't remember.
But it was like
that's a great tool though.
It is a great tool, and then I was like, I really need one of those, and I was like, how often am I ever going to be working with these that I need to have those sorted? But I guess, like, am I ever going to need a volume of bolts or nuts that I need to have sorted? But I guess it could still come in handy. All right, I've got a serial number that I'm just going to slap on top of the other serial.
Take it down about 10-15% right there, Bob Carnes. Okay, Bob Carnes. Okay, Bob. Okay, I'll tell you, Bob. He wants the Letterkenny jokes, man. There's so many good little one-liners. The guy that's the lead actor in that is just incredibly talented. And then now he's got a new spin-off show called Shorzy about like this hockey player character they've got in it. It's so good. You got to tell me when you actually get around to watching it because you'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, I had another buddy that I think burned through the whole thing. I feel like he told me he went through the whole series and then.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were just saying? They started something else, and he said it was okay. Like it's not as good, but it was still good.
Yeah, Shorzy was the follow-on, and I think they're doing another spin-off with like Rolled, one of the characters. I mean, they do really good character development and repeating jokes over the series. And you know what it reminds me of? It's like Canadian Always Sunny.
Oh, nice.
A little bit of King of the Hill. So it's like there's 4 main characters. One's a woman, and they're they're all kind of, you know, out of it, and they drink, and you know, it's shenanigans. And then one of the characters reminds me a lot of like Boomhauer from King of the Hill, you know, but like the Canadian version of the McMurray character. It's hilarious.
Congratulations, you have successfully upgraded and connectivity completed your current upgrade. Before you start printing, you need to do some self-tests. You know what? I'm not going to do those tonight. I'm going to do those tomorrow because it is late and I need to get to bed.
Listen, man, I'm proud of you. You sure you don't want to fire it up and make sure it's at least moving so people can at least see some motion?
Yeah, I got you. I'm going
to plug it in.
Sorry. You know what? Let me not be a complete tease here.
I have a high level of confidence that it's going to.
And I confirmed earlier that I do not have anything that I shouldn't be showing behind my desk here.
Oh, that's
which
good.
Can you see the printer? Yeah, there we go.
I heard
3D Prints 747. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that, sir. Or Madam.
All right, I'm firing mine
or
up.
Power Ranger, Green Ranger.
So I'm gonna do some cleanup. I actually already have the upgraded Y-axis that I did from when this was an enclosure before, and then I'm gonna just do the bezel after we're done here, because I need to have the proper badging.
Wi-Fi module. Use the online guide to set up your Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a little upgrade. Actually, it should just flash itself if you continue. If you hit continue, it'll do a little flashy flash.
I like that the help site that I just used said, "We're sorry, this page was broken into 500 pieces."
The 500 error, the new 500 error.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a fun little error.
If you just hit continue, it should flash the Wi-Fi, I think. It depends on what firmware you might have on there.
Yep, it's gonna flash.
That'll take a sec. And you should have a thumb drive in there from before, right? Or did you take it out?
Oh yeah, that's out.
That's all right. You can just run the self-test to see if it moves. Like the updating Wi-Fi.
Well, you know what? That wasn't too bad. What time did we start? That was 9:30, and we're pretty much done at 12:30 here. So that's
3 hours.
The 3 hours, and we skipped 2 of the steps. So you know what? For me, that's not bad.
It's not. It's not. I told you I'm pretty happy with that.
All right. Credentials loaded, attempting to connect. You may continue using the printer. The Wi-Fi icon will appear in the status bar once it's connected. Oh, you know what? I never connected to my Wi-Fi here in my house, so it's not even going to connect.
Skip that. And
yes, if nothing happens after a few minutes, check the reload the credentials, delete credential files, recommended. Sure.
Skip. Calibrations and tests. And let's go. Fan test happening. Oh, we have fans. Whoa, that fan is blowing. Ooh, I love it.
Mine's not responding to anything.
What do you mean it's not responding?
I'm stuck on this credentials loaded, attempting to connect. You may continue using the printer.
Just hit,
and I can choose yes to delete the file or no, do not delete the file. And neither option works.
Just hit the reset and then skip the Wi-Fi provisioning.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a thumb drive in there, so it doesn't know where to create. It doesn't know where to put the credentials that you're trying to tell it to create. Continue. Okay, we passed that.
Okay.
Z leveling.
Oh, there we go. So what am I doing here? I'm at the home.
Just go to the calibrations, the bottom left icon.
Yeah.
And then at the very bottom, there's calibrations and test menu, and you can just have it run that. Just see if it moves around and the fans kick on and all that fun stuff.
The fan is.
I heard it.
The fan is a going.
That's good.
That is a blowing.
Calibrating its x-axis.
Wow. Okay.
It's really thinking about that x-axis. Oh, it liked it. Okay. That's a good sign.
Sorry, you guys are seeing the back of my head every time I bend over there, huh? And you're seeing that I'm wearing black on black. I was like, let me wear some black sweatpants and a black t-shirt. I want to be comfortable. Continue running.
Yeah, you can do that. You continue just to the XY. You don't have to go through the whole thing, but
yeah. I should probably do some maintenance at some point on my machine.
Oh yeah, I got to tighten up my Y-axis. It didn't like. I think I got some slippage in there, but that's okay. We'll deal with that later. The good news is we're moving around. I just want to make sure that the heaters and the wiring was all done right, and then all the finishing moves we can do.
Yeah.
Here. And we got all these.
I can't believe there are 100 of you watching this right now. So thank you to the 100 of you that are still watching.
We had a good crew, man. We've been having a good time.
We got
Tanner with us. Man, Tanner,
I
haven't chatted with you in a hot minute, man. I hope you're well. How's things out in, was it Tennessee? I think he's in Tennessee. If I'm not mistaken.
Tennessee. I'm from Tennessee.
Are you really? Is that true?
I am. Yeah.
I thought you have like family in Florida. Maybe they all moved.
I do.
Since. You originally were from? Or do you still have family in Tennessee?
Yeah. Lots of family. Yeah,
in Cookie
Tennessee.
knows.
Most of my family's in Tennessee.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the print speed for Mark IV to Core
5, 4,
1? I don't know.
3,
I'm not sure
2,
what that means.
1.
Oh, I didn't.
It passed.
Nice. Give it a little tappy tappy. Make daddy happy.
Oh, it's just doing its thing.
Now.
You're waiting for the fire. No fire. No fire, please.
Z-axis.
Actually, Pooch, speaking of fire, one thing that I bought that I need to have installed is Wi-Fi enabled fire detectors. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah. Cool. I've got a couple. Yeah, they're good.
I want to get those installed. Yeah, exactly. When I'm at my studio and here in the house, so wherever I'm at, if fire alarm goes off, obviously I am aware of that.
strongly recommend. That's a very good thing to have.
Thank you, thank you, TikTok. That's where I saw that. I was like, I need those.
Don't forget to do this. I'm telling you this now. Listen to me.
What?
In the calibrations, there's one that says gearbox alignment. Remember how we didn't tighten those all the way?
Oh, yes.
You need to make sure you do that, or you're going to get wonky prints. So make sure you run that gearbox alignment. It's an easy one, but it tells you what to do. I'm going to go in now. And I think everything else should be pretty self-explanatory at this point.
All right, it is officially past 12:30. I am going to call it. I need to get to bed. I've got to be up early with the kids. But hey, thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in and hanging out with Pooch and I. Pooch, again, huge thank you for holding my hand and walking me through the upgrade process here. This is a lot of fun, as usual.
Yeah.
Always enjoy. My heater testing failed.
Uh-oh.
Nozzle heater check failed. It says heater testing has a big X on it.
Did we? We're gonna have to check wiring and stuff. But maybe you want to come back to that tomorrow. I don't know. If you have any issues with
we can sync up to that tomorrow on that. That's fine. I'll rerun all this tomorrow. I might have maybe I pinched something. Who knows? But yeah, hey, thanks so much, everybody. I know. But again, thanks everybody for hanging out this evening. Sorry about the confusion with the cameras earlier on, but we'll figure it out one of these streams.
We got there. All right. Good night, everybody.
Hey, thanks everybody. Good night.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Yep. Bye.